This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Your time begins now.
Alakazam! I'm a witch. I say this and it rhymes. Blank, blank, blank. They say this.
Hocus pocus.
Yes.
Right.
Pass, Danny. Pass. Oh, he loves to make candy for the kids, and he's got a chocolate river. No, I said chocolate. She puts money underneath the pillow.
Tooth fairy.
Yes. Pass. It's a horse made of bread. It's not. Think about that. Think about a horse.
Troy.
What is it?
Troy.
No. Think about a horse and think about the ocean.
Gumby.
No, pass. When you think you've been somewhere and it keeps happening over and over again, you go, I'm having this.
Deja vu.
You got it!
You did. All right, he's giving up now. Okay. All right. He's done. He's just going to go ahead and take that, turn the game off, and let's forget about it.
I like
Just
it.
call it good.
I like it.
Yeah. It is a win.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KPG Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KPG Show.
What up? Welcome to Monday. How y'all doing here?
Good morning.
It is the KPG Show. Busy weekend. My goodness. Man, we had a lot going on. Woo.
I'm very excited to lay this next weekend.
You are, huh?
When you have a crazy weekend, you're like, okay, I got to balance it and just lay and maybe eat.
Okay.
But at the same
Eating
time,
is important. Yeah.
Eat and lay and not much else.
I saw y'all a lot this weekend.
Yeah, it just seemed like it didn't end. I don't know if we really had much of a weekend.
No, we did not.
You know what's still going strong, though?
What's that?
Kevin's nose scab.
Yeah, the problem that I have is I've got the towel and I keep forgetting about it. I get out of the shower like every morning. I, drive my face and I'm like, oh, great, blood on the towel again. So it's like I'm ripping it open nonstop. I just need to probably put a hideous looking Band-Aid on it. And
It looks better, though. A little better.
yeah? Yeah. Not sure. Is it bleeding right now?
It's not bleeding.
Okay.
It's just bright red.
Yeah, because like I said, I got out, towel off. I'm like, gosh, that's right. I keep forgetting about it. And then I dry my face off when I get out of the shower, and then you just rip it right back open again.
It's like Hoagie's still with us.
Oh, he's not leaving. Yeah.
No, he's
Leaves
gone.
his mark.
Yeah.
He's out of town. He's not coming back for a while.
Oh, let's hope not. Yeah.
Hoagie left a mark on South Florida that we're all still recovering from.
Are you sure he left?
He left. Oh, he's gone.
You never know, Virginia. You'd just be sitting here doing a show.
I
Next
saw
thing
him
you know,
Friday
he's up in here.
night. He was at Brother Jimmy's from Friday night.
Oh, he was.
He was in full effect. I do
Yeah.
see a Hoagie roll behind Virginia.
Oh, no, get rid of those things. Yeah.
I will shove that thing where the sun don't shine.
I've had enough Hoagie beatdowns for a while.
You tell Hoagie.
He's not coming around.
Yeah, another beatdown happened to wrap up cocktails and karaoke on Friday. It's just crazy. That was a crazy night.
Hawk Hoagie is insane.
Oh, he's
He is.
absolutely insane.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah, that was Friday night. Then Saturday we had Bamboozle.
Which was always fun.
Yeah, that's a good time. Taking over Clematis Street and, doing the whole game and the runaround and all that kind of good stuff. And then yesterday was the big old Kids Fest. So, crazy. So here we are.
But it's
Monday.
good. It's good to see y'all again.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys too.
We're exhausted.
It's going to be tough. All right, we're going to get into it. We got a big old Monday. While you're getting up, make sure you dial it in. Check us out on KVJ TV. It's on right now on YouTube. Just look for the KVJ Show and you can find us.
It's the KPG Dirt of the Day. It's the KPG Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your Dirt of the Day, I will tell you all about who's the highest paid actresses out there in the game, who's making the most money. We'll get into that coming up in just a sec. Before we do that, it looks like Sophia Richie and Scott Disick are still dating. I didn't think that would last, but he just bought her a $200,000 car for her birthday. It's a Aston Martin vehicle.
Okay.
And I guess they love this global luxury brand. Scott
They
Disick
do.
does. So he's like, I'm going to give you an Aston Martin.
I talked to a guy that got one time, and he said that when you get it, they sit you down in a chair, and they give you like a glass of champagne, and then this wall opens up and smoke starts coming out, and there's your car. I'm like,
What?
the heck is that? Yeah.
It's so James Bond.
I'm like, what the heck is that? That's crazy.
That's cool.
That's pretty amazing.
If anybody's picking up one, can we tag along?
I think they only provide one chair.
That's it?
That's it. That's all
One
you get.
chair.
Yeah, there's no bleacher seating for this thing.
Scarlett Johansson is the highest paid actress for the second consecutive year. How much do you think she made in all of last year, like June to June? What do you think she made?
47.5 mil.
Your low ball.
Really?
Do we want to keep guessing?
No,
or?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's Monday. I'm tired.
All right.
56 million. Yeah, that's from, of course, a big hunk of that is from Avengers, and she did that movie Black Widow. Sofia Vergara came in second with 44 million.
That's
Followed-
amazing. She got to get that all from the TV show then, right?
Yeah.
And endorsements, too, I believe.
Modern Family and then endorsements. Yeah, she does a lot of endorsements.
Okay.
But not sucking to be either one of those
She
ladies.
might not be on that list next year. It's the last season, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman and Jennifer Aniston rounded out the top 5.
Is your voice on the verge of going out a little bit?
Yeah.
I can barely tell.
Bamboozle.
I guess.
Bamboozle.
I drank too much and then I yelled on the microphone.
You did,
And
huh?
dropped a few F-bombs.
You did?
Classy.
On the mic? Oh, boy.
Oh,
I tell you what, we're a classy show.
sorry.
Between you and that Rocco.
I got to hear that story later.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
All right.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
I want to get y'all's opinion on something. Someone made me kind of feel bad on a moral level over the weekend.
Oh, no. It's a
And-
moral guilt trip.
It was, and
Yeah.
I ended up not doing it just because it didn't work out. But I was talking about how I wanted to bet with the Little League World Series, how I wanted to place a bet. I had a team that I knew I thought was going to make some money. I've made money in the past on betting on the Little League World Series.
Yeah.
And the person was just like, dude, don't bet on kids. Betting on kids is so sleazy and wrong. What are you doing? And they said that. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but they kind of scolded me in front of a group of people. And I was like, is that bad? What do you guys thought? I know some people are really against betting.
Look, you can bet on anything nowadays. I don't really get the uproar about betting. I just think, like, you can bet on anything.
I've never understood. I mean, I understand the part with a gambling problem. I get all that, but just mere betting on stuff, I don't see why that's always frowned upon.
I mean, we drink and we have drinking problems.
Well, that's frowned upon as well.
Yes.
So
True.
I'm just wondering, am I a drinker and a gambler that's got issues?
Yes.
How big of a pirate am I? Is it a sleazy thing to bet on Little League Baseball? I'm a former Little League coach.
Yeah. I think if you would, no, I mean, whatever. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't tweak anything. I think if you're letting the kids know and you're putting pressure on the kids saying, hey, I got this riding on you, and yeah.
If you
know,
take a dive, Johnny, I'll give you $50.
this is your toy money or whatever it's going to be. But, I mean, it's kind of a South Florida way of life. I mean, that's just the way it is. If you've seen any of the stories and documentaries, the way they bet on kids' football, especially like in Miami, I mean, they've had so many documentaries about that, and they're just behind the stands, and they're throwing down bets on these high school games or even, Pop Warner games.
Well, I made so much money when Boynton Beach played Japan back in the day, and I bet a ton of money on Japan, and I won big, and Japan was even the favorite. So,
Yeah.
and I still made good money. I'm like, I gotta still bet in this Little League world to make good money.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to shame you.
All right.
I don't have a problem with it.
No, but we're pirates.
I know.
Yeah.
that was-
So-
Kevin's the best we've got.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
right.
That's not saying a lot if I'm the best. Yeah, by the way, it's already over, so Louisiana did win. Yeah,
Yeah.
because,
It was
yeah.
going to be earlier in the weekend.
Yeah, okay. Virginia, What you got on your mind today?
Well, I've got not one, but two roof leaks as Tropical Storm Dorian looks like he's coming right for us. Have you seen this?
I have.
Yeah, like what is, it's just, I'm getting right now too soon to tell.
Too soon to tell is true.
Well, a friend of mine said yesterday, because this is kind of my thing, is that, and I'm kind of curious because the FAU Owls are playing up in Columbus this weekend. I'm going to be going up to the game. And a buddy of mine, I wonder if it's going to affect it and if they're going to have to go up early, because a buddy of mine was going up with the team and they're leaving Friday at noon. And I'm like, okay, we might get hit. What, maybe on Thursdays might be an issue for us, or Friday?
No. So I think we're good this week.
This week, all week. Okay.
I think all week we're good. Like right now, like Puerto Rico, that whole area is bracing to get hit Thursday and Friday.
Jeez, Puerto Rico, man.
So Puerto Rico is, right in the path. And then they're thinking it might skirt up that little band right along the Caribbean islands there and come right for Florida. But they're saying Puerto Rico is going to slow it down a little bit. So it'll go from being like a hurricane back down to being a tropical storm. And then who knows after that if it'll build back up before it comes our way. But you're good through travel, like through Friday.
Were those tickets expensive for opening day?
No, they're going for $51
because they're playing FAU.
Yeah,
really? People still won't pay a lot of money just to see the Buckeyes play.
No, I mean, yeah, your better seats will go for a lot more, but yeah, you can get in the stadium for just $51. It's pretty low. Yeah, if they're playing like in Michigan, they're like 1,000. So.
I want to find out what the spread is on this game. I
think somebody says 27.5. Somebody texted us last week.
All you do is gamble.
I know.
Got an issue.
All of a sudden, you got a major gambling problem. He's betting on everything.
What's the spread, man?
He can't stop himself. What I got on my mind here. Hey, have you ever almost been taken out by food? So I'm doing this intermittent fasting thing. I'm playing around with it, and I was talking about it, I think, on Friday, and I'd read something where, if you can do like 14 hours, and that includes, eating sometime maybe a couple hours before you go to bed. So the clock is ticking. If you do 7, 8 hours sleep, you did 2 hours before, you're already at like 9 or 10 hours by the time you wake up, and it's really just kind of like skipping breakfast. So you would skip breakfast, go to lunch, and then your body, it's all about your body trying to kind of process the food that you have in there. And every time you eat over 50 calories, you get an insulin rush. And so your body kind of stops and says, okay, we got to work again and, kind of deal with more food. So you kind of stop that fat burning process. So I was doing this, and it's yesterday afternoon, and it got pushed later than normal just because there wasn't a good chance to go eat. So it's about 2:30, and I'm starving. Like, I just haven't eaten. And so you ever have that where you sit down and they put like a hot plate in front of you?
Yes.
And you just lose it? And you don't remember what you ate, but you just cleaned your plate?
Well, it's a hot plate, and they warn you about it. And I'm like, okay, but I'm just so hungry.
Oh, you touched it.
I'm plowing through. No, I didn't even touch it, but I should have figured, okay, it's a really hot plate. So I've got refried beans on there, and I guess this plate is making them super lava hot. And I'm just so hungry. And I take a bite. You ever taken a bite of food that is so hot? And I'm like, and I swallowed it so quick. I was so hungry. And I don't know what happened. It is so hot, and it's in my throat. My mouth's on fire. My throat's on fire. Now I feel my chest is on fire. Weird stuff. I start getting lightheaded. I'm like, I'm going to die. I started having almost like a panic attack. And I didn't want to alarm anybody sitting near me because I just wolfed these hot refried beans down into my pile. I'm trying to drink water as fast as I can to try to cool it down. But at the same time, I'm like, great, I'm going to fall face first into this hot plate of refried beans. Then I'm going to scald my face. I've never had anything so scary in my life. I don't know if you've ever, and I get choking and all that is kind of a different thing, but I don't know if I've ever had something so hot that I thought it was going to take me out.
So a couple of listeners over the weekend, one at Bamboozle told me that they had a food injury. They were listening to us talk about Kevin's bread injury. He was telling me about how him and his brother, when they were younger, got into a fight. And his brother took a frozen pork chop and chucked it at his head, hit him in the head, knocked him out, and he had to get 4 stitches from a frozen pork chop. And then another listener told me that they had a big old carrot in their hand, and they tripped and fell, and it jammed their grandma in the eye, and she had to wear a patch for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, food's no joke. Yeah, people use a weapon all the time.
Dang.
Yeah, you can really hurt somebody, take somebody out. So
I mean, your bread injury still. You've got
I got a bread injury.
Well,
Almost had refried beans take me out. I don't know what that phenomenon was. Why is it that you feel like just because you got some hot food in your chest, like what is going on with your body at that? I'm sure like if there's some science show that explains
if it's that hot and it's still going down, you're probably burning whatever is down there.
I'm causing some major internal damage. There's no doubt.
I've eaten stuff so hot before by accident or just because I was being stupid like you that it actually like takes a layer of skin off the roof of my mouth.
Oh, yeah, no, you can do that.
Oh, that hurts.
I don't want to brag, but that is one of the weird things I can do. I can eat food right out of the microwave and still somehow escape with minimal damage in my mouth because I know how to kind of balance it on my tongue and then swallow it.
That's impressive.
I know.
That's impressive.
I know I'm bragging.
He is bragging. He's totally bragging right now.
We're all impressed.
Coming up here in just a couple minutes, we're getting some really bizarre ideas. I like them. Bring them. What do you want to see us do on KVJ TV on YouTube? On Monday mornings, we start off your day. You give us an idea of something that you want to see us do. I don't even really fully understand this, but somebody said, I would like to see Jaybird and Denny's cover themselves with Post-it notes and try to shake off the Post-it notes and see who can get more in 30 seconds.
Oh,
I'm taking down Peace Train.
But you can't use your hands.
Okay, no, shake it off. I've seen people on the internet do this. But you got to shake them hips. You got to really gyrate.
do they come off if you stick them on skin better or clothes?
I think you can put them on clothes. You can probably put them on both.
If you want to do shirts and skins, I'll do skins.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're always trying to get y'all topless.
I mean, haven't I been naked enough in the last 5 days?
And do we have those jingle bells still? Can
We
maybe
do.
Maybe we should strap those on their shirt too, so that can kind of let you know exactly what's going on. So if you want to see this, a head-to-head contest, Jaybird and Denny's will cover them in the Post-it notes. Thank you for the bizarre, crazy ideas. What do you want to see us do? Let us know via email, mail@kvjshow.com.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
What do you want to see us do? The KVJ Show is gonna do silly things for you. Check it out on KVJ TV. It's about to get weird. It's about to get goofy.
Okay, this is odd. Somebody wanted us to see who could shake Post-it notes off of their body faster. Now, you cannot use your hands to get the Post-it notes off. So you can see on KPG TV, we got Jaybird and Denny's. They're covered. Now, you're supposed to stand in a place where I think we can get both of you separately. So one of you might want to be on one camera, one might want to be on the other, because we need to determine the winner is the person who can shake the most Post-it notes off of their body in just 30 seconds. So that is the name of the game here. Okay, Denny's going to shake it behind me. All right, got the jingle bell there as well.
Mijo versus Mijo, you're going down, Peace Train.
Okay, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, get Denny's on this. We got Jaybird with his. Okay, one's already fallen off of the bird here. Okay, all right. Are you guys ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
A bit more.
On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. Jaybird, do it. You both look absolutely insane.
Push
Jaybird
it!
right now is doing kind of a swimming thing. Jaybird is getting out of it. Jaybird's only got 5 Post-it notes left. Denny's is jumping up and down and doing all he can, but Denny's is wearing himself out. All right, here we go. Last 10 seconds. Jaybird only with 2 Post-it notes left. He's thrusting as hard as he can. Denny's is doing like the worst dance moves ever, and Jaybird takes the win.
Denny's, talk about dialing it in.
Oh my gosh, Denny's.
These things are like glued on me.
The only thing that distracted me was how terrible Denny's was doing.
So bad. Denny's, what was
3?
You only knocked 3 off of your body?
How many did you want? Jaybird got
I
all
knocked
of them
them all
off
off.
him.
Yeah, you got like 20
All
off.
of them, yeah.
I just wanted it more, Mijo.
It must have been.
Oh, I'm going to throw up. No, I'm not kidding. I'm so nauseous.
Oh, gosh.
Very chaotic and spastic. All right.
Tired are you?
You guys are worn out. You need a nap now, huh?
Oh, let's do breakfast.
You guys must have at least burned off 10 calories. All right. Well, thank you for the very bizarre ideas. What you want to see done on KPJ TV, you can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. We're talking a little bit about Disney's big old announcement this weekend. It's got a lot of people excited about the new Star Wars streaming show that's going to be out there. They also announced some big movies that are going to be coming out, like Black Panther 2 is going to be out May of 2022. Hilary Duff is doing a revival of the Lizzie McGuire show. So that's just some of the things that were announced. Somebody said, too, there's almost like too much stuff to talk about, that apparently they also were talking about a new overhaul of Epcot with a new Mary Poppins ride and Guardians of the Galaxy coaster.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's too much to watch, too. You ever just go on Netflix to watch something? You want to try something new, and then you just spend 25 minutes looking for something to watch, and then you end up putting on The Office?
I just feel like there's too much in life going on.
There is, man.
Because, I mean, I can't even absorb that because I'm still just now kind of getting the new Star Wars land that they're going to be open up, which I watched College Game Day on Saturday. That was back, and they were live from Epcot, or from Disney in Orlando. They were doing the show there live, and so they were doing a lot of, it really was nothing but a 3-hour commercial for the new Star Wars land and for everything Disney, because, you know, Disney owns ESPN.
Same company, yeah.
So they had the crew was riding the new Millennium Falcon ride and, you know, all that kind of stuff that was going on.
And this was for the Gators and the Canes game.
Yeah, but they were kind of previewing all of college football coming up, and so they're at Disney.
Gotcha.
And did you hear one of the announcers? He did the Wayne Brady line. You remember that from the Chappelle Show? He's like going, do I have to choke a bee? And he said the real thing. And I was like, wait, did he just say that in Disney?
Really?
And 3, 2, 1. I'd like to apologize for a comment I made moments ago. It's like, no way. Did he just say choke a bee on ESPN at Disney? Oh, he did.
That's ballsy.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he's going to, I'm sure he's probably got a meeting with the boss today.
He's in a meeting, maybe not having a job.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if he's there next week. Yeah, so other spinoffs. Somebody said when you're talking about George Costanza deserving his own, that apparently, you know, his character on Seinfeld was based off Larry David, and then they did Curb Your Enthusiasm. So they really did kind of a George Costanza spinoff, but it was just Larry David took it.
And what they have in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Jason Alexander plays himself, and Larry David plays himself, and they're always at each other's throat. They don't like each other. They act like they don't like each other in real life. It's pretty funny.
I love it.
That's a good play. And somebody said, yeah, didn't Joey from Friends have his own spinoff?
I believe he did.
He did.
I think it flopped.
Yeah, they had, what's her name that was in The Sopranos that had done well? She was in it.
Jamie Lynn Siegler?
No, Drea something or other.
DiMatteo.
Yes.
Okay.
Drea DiMatteo was in it, and it did not last long at all.
Interesting. Gosh, yeah, I blocked that out. Ugh.
Yeah, if you want to talk about some of the worst spin-offs that just completely tanked, because you're right, Frasier was a successful one, but there's been a lot that they've spun off. It just didn't take off.
It wasn't a spin-off, but they tried to give Kramer his own show, but as regular Michael Richards doing a different character, and that flopped. They said it was the Kramer effect. They could not get the Kramer out of their head because of it.
Wasn't he a private investigator?
He was.
I remember George Costanza got his own show, Bob or something like that, didn't he?
I think they all did, except for Jerry Seinfeld. Elaine had one.
Did she really?
Not as Elaine, but Julia Louis-Dreyfus had something like My Name's Christine or something.
Okay.
They all ended up getting something, but none of them really worked. I think
Yeah.
she had the most successful one.
Right, she had to shake that loose and get Veep.
But the Michael Richards one was a detective show. He was like a bumbling detective, and they
Yeah.
said it only lasted 2 months. The ratings were poor, and the director said it was a nightmare to do.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Yeah, that's just tough. Let me see. I got a lot of messages that are here from the weekend. People that had heard some of the stuff that Rocco had done on our Snapchat. In fact, very positive stuff. People are like saying, I signed up just for Snapchat, just so I can hopefully see some of the Rocco snaps that he puts up.
I gave my phone to Magnolia yesterday because I don't know if you know this about Snapchat. So if somebody wants to be your friend on Snapchat, you have to accept them.
Okay.
And so like every week I usually go in there and accept everybody. It's maybe 20 or 30 people that want to join our Snapchat. Mags looked on Saturday. She's like, Mom, 487 people want to join our Snapchat.
Wow.
And I have to enter them all by hand. Yes, accept them all.
Accept, yeah.
Hit accept, scroll up, hit accept. She's like, Mom, really?
Did Rocco address the public?
He did. He issued a formal apology.
Okay.
It's not long. It's short and sweet.
Okay.
And then he was also back at it last night, but I was watching him to make sure he wasn't cursing.
Did he
Okay.
curse?
He did not curse last night.
Did you hear what he said about White Claw?
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Oh, okay.
Because his sister played him that video, no laws and you're drinking claws.
What did he say about
He
White Claw?
loves it.
He's throwing out the tagline, "Ain't no laws when you're drinking the claw."
All right, at least he's not swearing.
He's not swearing.
Can we get his apology? Is that up on our Snapchat?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
I
find
like
it.
to hear exactly what he said and how he dressed it. Now, did you coach him on it?
I did. It was short and sweet, though. He said, I'd like to apologize for cursing on Snapchat. I'm sorry, and then I love you guys, and that was it.
Okay. Did he get any punishment?
He did. So he didn't get to have his phone back until Sunday. He didn't get to play with anybody's phones until Sunday.
How long was the total punishment?
Friday and Saturday.
So he had 48 hours.
Yeah.
When you punished him before for getting on our Snapchat and swearing at people, how long did you take away his electronics?
Maybe like a day. So he got double what he got last time.
Okay. Do you feel like it was effective?
I think it was effective. Because
Okay.
we talked about it last night and we're continuing to talk about it. And you can't curse at people on Snapchat. You can't make videos at all and say bad words.
Okay. All right.
Interesting dilemmas we have here on this show.
No, we do have some very fascinating stuff. Some of the response, Christina said, "Oh my gosh, you can't stop Rocco. He's the only reason I joined Snapchat. Love you guys, Virginia. Don't worry. The people complaining are the ones who let their kids hit, punch, and scream. But they say let them be kids. Boy, oh boy. Don't cuss because then they're going to just go straight to hell."
I get what she's saying. Like, if you let your kid hit people and punch people and scream at people, but then cursing is so bad, like, it's like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. It's a little off kilter.
Did he get to go to our Kids World Family Fun Fest over the weekend?
He went on Sunday. So, yeah,
Okay.
his probation was lifted on Sunday.
Okay. All right, because Nikki had said that she thought the best punishment for Rocco for the weekend was to not be able to go to Kids World. She said that would be a serious blow for him. It would be a one-time thing, but he would probably never forget it.
Well, I had to go to Kids World,
Yeah.
so I was going anyway, regardless. We had to work it, so.
Okay, so a kid can't stay home.
What happens if he throws out another swear on Snapchat? Does he get punished?
Oh,
What would his
definitely.
punishment be on that?
He would probably get his electronics taken away for a week.
A week, okay.
I mean, now that we've gone over, he knows he's not allowed to curse.
He knows, huh?
So what happened to you on Saturday night when you were cursing at an event on a microphone?
I'm sorry, I was overserved.
Oh boy.
All those beers, they were going down so good.
Was this at Roxy's where you were swearing?
Yeah.
Were you there for this?
No, I'd bounced out by then.
This was the after party, and here's the good thing about the
Yeah.
after party. Most of the people were also hammered.
Okay.
So I'm hoping like everybody forgot.
Did anyone say anything to you? Did you get any weird looks?
My husband.
Oh, yeah.
Babe, what? Stop it.
That poor man.
Poor sober panda.
So sober. He's got to deal with the drunk gremlin who's swearing on the microphone.
In somebody's comment, wouldn't it just be easiest to teach Rocco not to curse at all rather than telling where he can't curse? Is there a comment?
Signed, a better parent than you.
He knows. He knows that he is not supposed to be using swear words. He
Anywhere,
knows.
anytime.
Anywhere, anytime. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, if you want to check and be our monitor for Rocco and his behavior, you can sign up for our Snapchat.
Oh, people will let us know real quick.
The KVJ Show.
He better not. He better not.
He better not. What's the punishment if he does, Virginia?
Say in a
3
week.
days?
I'm going to beat him on the Snapchat. I'll take a video of me just kicking his butt.
That's what it's going to be, huh?
No.
Have fun with those phone calls, Denny.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a few birthdays going on here today. Gotta say what up to Cassie. She is the singer that had that song Me and You years ago. She's now turning 33. She was on the Nick Awards not too long ago because she's married to the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. Your boy Chris Pine's turning 39. Macaulay Culkin is now 39 as well. Kevin McAllister. And Melissa McCarthy is 49 years old today. Got to say what up. Happy 16th birthday to Stacy. So proud of you from Mommy, Daddy, Nick, Mariah, Leah, and Lily Bear. Also, happy 8th birthday to Christian Gabriel. Love you so much. Have a great day. Mom, Dad, Eddie, Jacob, and Blue. Photo of he and his dog. And by the way, today is National Dog Day. Did you know that?
I love it.
Yeah. In fact, on the KVJ Show Facebook page right now, we got people posting up their favorite photo of their dog on there.
I got to get in on that.
Yeah, you got to get in on that.
I did a big old photo shoot on Friday with me and Chewy.
Does Chewy know it's National Dog Day?
He's going to, because I'm going to get him so many toys today.
Yeah, in fact, somebody had sent us a video here for National Dog Day. And they're like going, I know that Denny's cat can say, I love you, but you know, dogs also can talk. And here's my dog saying, I love you. Do you think that this is a dog saying, I love you or not? Here you go. Here is the clip. All right, what do you think?
I love you.
That's pretty good. I love it.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
You're going to take that one?
In doggy language, that's amazing.
Okay. If you got a talking dog that says I love you or something else, get them on here.
We had one growing up. My whole family heard my dog go, Randy. It said my dad's name. I swear to you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, if you can get your dog to say I love you, we will hook you up with some tickets. Go check out FAU. The first game is away this Saturday, but then the following week, they got a huge game against UCF. That is going to be the big game of the year for them. The UCF Knights, a 4-pack of tickets to FAU Stadium for a game that's actually showing very well. So if you can get your dog to say I love you, I'll give you 10 seconds on the clock. Dog's got to do it in 10 seconds. So if you got a well-trained dog that can talk, it's kind of dogs versus cats because, we've had Denny's talking cat on here many times.
Yeah, people are saying Rufus is better. You can hear it better.
Rufus is a Hall of Famer.
You think so? You think Rufus is better?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll put it to the test here. 877-979-WRMF. Got to say what up to Rose from New Jersey. It's my 43rd birthday. I was wondering if we can get a little happy birthday. Especially from Jason. Love y'all. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Also,
Rose.
my boy Chris from Easton, PA, having a birthday. It's from Jess in Allentown. Also, Sophia having a birthday. Shout out, turning 6. She's dying to hear her name on the radio.
Aw, Sophia.
That's from Christina. 27th birthday to Dennis Rodriguez from Port St. Lucie. From his wife and kids, Jennifer, Jonathan, Aviana, and Jax. And a happy 9th birthday, Alexander from Mama, Kiki, Mom, and Pop, and Anne-Marie. Rachel, Alex, and Ray. Birthday. Got a shout out you want for the KVJ Show? Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. And we will give you the hook up. All right. People were taunting me. We were doing our cocktails and karaoke from Rosemary Square at Brother Jimmy's, and the Backstreet Boys show was going on at the BB&T Center. And people are going, I'm here, Kev. Are you jealous?
I don't know. You did an amazing rendition of some Backstreet Boys on stage with a full backup singing crowd of girls all around.
That was good. That was my favorite number of the entire night. That was a good time. Yeah, that was fun. People were saying that Howie D kind of went off a little bit about, remember he is from Boynton Beach. And so he was on stage at the BB&T Center giving a lot of love for South Florida on Friday night.
It's north of here in West Palm Beach. And I grew up in Boynton Beach, Florida. And I went to school in Delray Beach, Florida.
He's like hitting every South Florida town. And I bought a soda one time in Sunrise. Woo! Yeah, everybody's going crazy. So, I mean, it was a packed. It looked like the whole thing was sold out. BB&T Center.
Good for them.
They're back.
Yeah, good for them. Yeah, I got to tell you, it's pretty impressive stuff. So let me see. Yeah, so it was AJ that was doing that.
The guys in NSYNC are like, come on, Justin, please. Please, Justin.
He's gonna do one more album, I think, and then you'll see it. I'm calling it.
I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah, Backstreet Boys selling it out, doing cruises, making a ton of money. They're doing great. Yeah, somebody said they sold out both Fort Lauderdale and Orlando.
There you go.
Yeah, I figured they would have done Orlando. That's where they got started. And somebody said, yeah, I went to the BSB after party in Orlando. Oh, my gosh. It was crazy because you had the Backstreet Boys show. I guess it was going on. Maybe they did Orlando because they did here Friday, and then I think they did Orlando on Saturday. And they said you had a mix in the crowd of everybody from the BSB show plus the Miami, Florida game. And everybody converged on Church Street, and there was just chaos all over the... You imagine all those crowds getting together?
A lot of those moms that don't get out very much.
No, well, you got the
with
moms
all the football fans.
The moms that don't get out a lot, and then you've got
The
people
rowdy
that have been
fans.
drinking for a while because they've been tailgating. And now they're all together on Church Street. That's just some crazy stuff. Denny's had sent a photo. Did you guys see, I guess we missed her. Casey Anthony was at Brother Jimmy's on Friday.
I saw her.
Did you?
Yeah, Virginia was real on the down low.
Oh, she was, huh?
Well, I walked up and Denny's is like, hey, look, I think that's Casey Anthony. I'm like, where?
Virginia, Casey Anthony. She grabs her phone. What?
Then I woke up and looked at my pictures. I was like, why do I care?
Well, the first one, I don't know who took exactly what photos, but I got a few Denny's had sent, and I think maybe you had sent. And the first
I could probably
one,
tell you the difference between the photographer.
Yeah, the first one is there you go on KPG Tv. You can see that. I think that was the one Denny
That's
sent
a Denny's
me.
picture.
Yeah,
yes.
that was the one Denny sent. And then I got like 4 or 5 blurry photos.
Bigfoot pictures from Virginia.
I'm sorry. It's hard because I'm trying to take pictures while I'm dancing
Okay.
And drinking.
and drinking.
Yeah, it looks like she was just chilling at the outside bar. So, and that was right after our cocktails and karaoke.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stayed a little bit.
I did.
Okay, all right. So then here's, I don't know if you, there's Virginia's. Look how blurry, look how blurry that thing is. You're watching KPG TV. The first one was pristine.
I mean, there are better Bigfoot photos out there.
It looks like I took it from inside a drink.
It's like you deliberately blurred it.
Like I put Vaseline on the lens.
It does. Looks like you got like chicken grease all over that thing.
You don't know what is on my phone.
Well, that's probably what you were really seeing in real life, that blur.
That's pretty amazing.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, we got the call them outs going on here today. There's all kinds of chaos that is going on from this weekend. I'm seeing people calling out some bad behavior that happened at the Canes Gators game on Saturday, to be expected. In fact, it's reported that it looks like a Canes fan threw down the band director of UF when they were leaving the stadium. Somebody tried to kind of like break through their marching formation, and he put his arm out to stop this woman, and somebody, reportedly a Canes fan, took him and threw him to the ground and cut his head open.
Oh my gosh.
Band injury.
It's awful. Did any of the bandmates come to his defense? I'd have put my tuba down and whooped up on somebody.
They're not.
You can't fight the whole band.
Are bands usually tough? Do they?
Band wars?
Yes.
Not traditionally, but your drummers and your tuba guys, they can handle themselves. I mean, I wouldn't give it to the guy with the flute, but the guy with the drums and the tuba, I think he can throw down.
I don't know if I've ever heard of a band war. I'm surprised. I mean, I know because to them, they'll just take it out on the field. That's where it is. I'm gonna outmarch you.
Well, if somebody just head planted your band director into the cement,
Time to get froggy.
I would definitely put my tuba down.
There is a band movie like that where they get into a fight on the field. I think it's with Nick Cannon from back in the day. What's that called? Someone like
Is it Step Up?
No.
Stomp Out.
Stomp it.
Stomp.
Stop it.
Stomp it.
Stomp it.
Stop it.
Stomp it down.
Stomp it out.
Stomp it up.
Stomp it something or other.
Stop this conversation.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it looks like it was a national problem getting the Popeyes chicken sandwiches over the weekend. Lots of bad behavior. Whenever you have people in lines trying to get a chicken sandwich, one guy jumping through the drive-thru window, attacking people inside when he couldn't get one.
I think just on social media, it was everywhere. And so
Yeah.
it made people want the sandwich. So they all rushed the restaurant and they all sold out. So people got mad.
It doesn't, I don't know.
If you want something and you're craving it and you see it on social media and everybody else is talking about it, it's FOMO and it's craving put together.
Okay.
Drumline. Drumline is the movie.
Yes.
Sorry.
Glad you got that.
I am.
Yes.
Sorry, it was bothering me.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Band beat down. We got a couple more column outs that going on here. Cheryl, she is writing an email out of anger, hoping that this parent will hear this. I was driving around noon today east on Sheridan Street in Hollywood. I pulled up next to a white Hyundai. There's a woman there. It's FaceTiming while her little girl, no older than 3, is standing between the two seats. I'm freaked out for this child's safety. She's not in a car seat like she should be. Just want to put her on blast because of that. She looks at me and drives on, gives me a dirty look because I'm like, put your kid in a car seat. So there you go, a little on blast there, bad parenting.
It is weird when people do wrong things in traffic. When you look at them, they're like, no, screw you. And it's almost like it's your fault when they're clearly in the wrong. Why is that?
Well, I mean, people that are in the wrong, and I know because I speak for them, we don't like you on your high horse telling us that we're doing it wrong. Why don't you just do you and I'm going to do me?
This woman cuts off Denny's in the parking lot at CVS. She's clearly in the wrong. Denny's has to swerve on the side of the road. She looks at Denny's, gives him the dirtiest looks, and then flips him off. I'm like, Denny's didn't do anything wrong.
I know, right?
Denny's never does anything wrong.
It's crazy.
All right, let me see. I believe, Jaybird, you've got a column out here today as well.
I know I call out Uber drivers a lot, but this was kind of ridiculous. I'm in the backseat of the Uber car, and he's got one of those small dogs that are rah, 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 and it's jumping in the back seat, trying to bite me the whole time. So
The dog?
the dog's jumping from the front seat to the back seat, back to the front seat, down, back to the back seat. It's trying to grab my clothes, and he's got the nerve to say, you need to pet it because when you pet it, he calms down. I'm like, I'm not petting your dog. It's trying to bite me.
That's crazy.
Oh, you got to pet it. It'll relax him. I'm like, I'm not petting your dog, sir.
That's against the rules. You
Of
can't have a
course.
dog in your Uber.
especially, yeah, I mean, you pick up Virginia who's got dog allergies.
I
or-
would curse at you and tell you to go shove it and report you to Uber.
Well, he definitely had a dog. It was definitely aggressive. It definitely tried to bite me, and I did not try to pet it.
Did you give him a very low rating? Did you report that on the thing at the end?
I didn't.
You didn't.
you have to. You have to report the guy.
Yeah.
You don't report him, so he's still on the road, and then I go to get in the car, and the dog's all over me, and we have an altercation now.
So it's all my fault.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's all on you.
That's why he's getting away with that stuff,
I'm going to
Jaybird.
bite you.
Well, then call up and call me out.
Yeah, if we don't call people out, they continue to get away with their bad behavior.
Okay,
The whole point of this
to be
segment.
quite honest with you, I haven't even gone back to even give the rating. So as soon as
Give me your phone.
I left it at home.
You left your phone
I
at
know.
home?
I was gonna get breakfast.
How
and
do you function?
It's a bit of a struggle. I'm struggling a little bit.
Dang. If I left my phone at home, I would go home and get it.
I left it on my Mountain Dew fridge.
Jeez.
I got Harold here from Miami. Yes, you got a column out for somebody here on the show, Harold?
Yeah. Good morning, KVJ.
Good morning, yeah.
Well, I'm actually calling out Mijo Jaybird over there for tossing his Mijo Denny's under the bus.
Okay.
Or what did I lick? Because he was fast and throwing, saying, "Oh, it was Denny's idea."
Oh, he was. I was
calling you guys out.
Real.
Well,
I was
and I
thinking about that a lot this
Yeah.
weekend. I'm like, that's, Denny's the fact that he, because the what did I lick? I was blindfolded, and you got to try to guess in 60 seconds what it is you're licking. And I was licking the strips that had been used to wax the under
carriage of
everyone, really.
Jaybird and Suits.
Disgusting and terrible, yeah.
So you might as well have just been licking their butts.
That's pretty much what it was.
Well, you know the KVJ rule. If you are not in the room, you get blamed for it. I don't think Denny's was in the room at the time.
Oh, he wasn't?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Because I was outside the studio, so it was sold that it was all Denny's idea?
No, I was just kidding to be funny.
Okay.
It was all of our idea.
Okay, all right.
Everybody signed off on it.
Totally. I was just trying to be funny.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. We got a couple call them outs here. We got, I'm calling out Virginia and Jaybird 2 Fridays ago while Kevin was out. I texted him my Feel Good Friday, and I've been waiting weeks and about getting married in Wyoming. They didn't do the Feel Good Fridays. Oh, boy.
So you're texting us for Feel Bad Monday?
Feel Good Friday turned into...
So, y'all, we apologize. There was a lot going on. There's a lot of things we did wrong.
The VJD show never claimed to be professional.
Yeah, and I think that was the White Claw day. We all know there ain't no laws when you drink a White Claw.
Ain't no laws when you drink a claw.
The only Feel Good going on was you.
I'm surprised we stayed on the air.
I'm surprised we still have a job.
Okay. All right. Anybody else that you need to call out, you can get a hold of us here. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Somebody wanted to put on blast. Did you see the video of those 2 girls that ruined the beautiful sand sculpture at that hotel in Hawaii? They climbed over the barrier and they were like knocking it down. Like somebody spent all this time putting up this beautiful sand sculpture.
That's terrible.
That's so annoying.
Yeah. And they just did that to try to get themselves a viral video.
But viral, they're only going to get hate.
Yeah, they're going to get so much hate. It's not going to be anything good.
Then they'll do the apology video. We didn't know that people loved sandcastles.
Always say you were drunk. That's what I do.
Is that the best move?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because other drunks forgive you.
Why were you speeding? Oh, I was drunk?
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's not always the best excuse.
It doesn't seem like a good plan.
Property damage.
Okay.
All right. Also coming up here in just a second, we have got a hot ticket for you, Aquatica in Orlando. It is Florida's #1 water park, and we got a 4-pack of tickets. What you got to do, though, you got to beat the bird and think fast here today.
Ooh.
How you feeling?
The odds are in your favor.
I'm not feeling very fast.
You don't feel fast today, huh?
You don't look fast.
Take down the bird. You other call them outs here. David from West Palm Beach heard something that he needs to call out here real quick. What'd you want to call out, David?
I wanted to call out Jaybird.
Okay, why are you calling out Jaybird?
I'm an Uber driver myself, and Jaybird, report it.
Yeah,
There's too many drivers on the road as it is.
Yeah, I mean...
We're all struggling to make money.
Yeah, so the guys who really do it well are the ones that are going to get the better rides.
Yeah, Jaybird's basically hurting your whole industry and the people that do it the right way.
Okay.
I want to call myself out again because my headphones literally just broke during that song, and I have no idea what that guy just said to me.
He's calling you out for not reporting that driver to Uber.
I'll do it later.
Yeah.
It still will work, so I'm calling you back out. How about that?
He's picking up people still with that dog, though.
And yet the word still goes on.
Are you allowed to have a dog in your car, David?
Have a good one.
David.
What?
Are you allowed to have a dog in your car as an Uber driver?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the rules on that.
That seems like the right. I mean, if you have at least a dog that's jumping back and forth between the seats and is being aggressive and biting at one of your passengers, that at least. If it's cute and it sits in the front seat, oh, that's adorable. That's great. But no, if you've got a nippy dog, that's...
If it makes everyone feel better, I will make sure we totally ruin this guy.
It's insane. I mean, what's next? A beekeeper?
That would be fun. See if you can get in an Uber with like a hive dressed as a beekeeper.
Denny's had Uber pick him up when they had like 3 kids in the car. They had their kids with them. There's weird stuff.
I've had that happen too. And now, if somebody picks me up and they have their kids with them, I just talk to the kids and play with the kids because I'm figuring they're a single parent. I'm not going to report them. I'm going to try to help them out and make this a little easier. But if the kids were trying to bite me, it would be different.
That's true. Yeah. Leah is on here from West Palm Beach. Somebody she needs to call out for some bad behavior. Who are you calling out, Leah?
I am calling out the crotchety old man at the Boynton Beach Cinemark when I went and took my children on Friday to see the movie Peanut Butter Falcon. My 10-year-old and my 12-year-old were with me, and he did not like that kids were coming in the theater, I guess, at a matinee, and my son reclined, and he kicked his seat forward, and I mean, I almost snapped. I told my daughter,
Yeah.
I said, "You almost saw your mom like an old man."
Oh, that's better. That's better.
And my son, I was like, I thought it was kind of ironic too, because my son has Down syndrome, and the whole Peanut Butter Falcon is about this movie star, the local movie star Zach Godsackin with Down syndrome, and I'm like, and here's an old man who slept halfway through the whole movie with his mouth wide open, kicking a kid.
That's terrible. Leah, tell me about the movie. In fact, I don't know if you got to see our interview, but we had Zach in the station on Friday, and we did an interview with him. We put it up on our Facebook page. Yeah. Zach was great. It was really kind of cool. How was the movie, The Peanut Butter Falcon?
It was wonderful. It's more than anything you expect. And I went to the premiere a couple weeks ago. I'm a member of Gold Coast Down Syndrome Organization, so I went a few weeks ago and was beyond surprised by how incredible it was. The genuine abilities, the chemistry between Shia LaBeouf and Zach, and the whole movie itself. It really is a wonderful movie. Script, scenery, everything. It's definitely something I recommend seeing, and I don't say that lightly, and I don't say that was just because I have a child with Down syndrome. It's an awesome movie.
Yeah, we've heard that from everybody. They're like, you are not going to believe how moving it is.
Our
how
chat room.
emotional and sweet and lovely.
Yeah, they're all saying in the chat room how great of a movie. It's a must-see.
Is it? That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm excited to go see it. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have a nice weekend.
For our local actor, it really is awesome.
Yeah, it really is cool. I mean, here we've got a kid from Boynton Beach, and he went to your daughter's high school, Virginia.
He went to
back in the day.
Dreyfus, yeah.
And he's doing in a movie with like Shia LaBeouf and Dakota Johnson and Bruce Dern, Thomas Hayden Church. I mean, a great cast. And I saw the list, too, of all the theaters that have it in South Florida. It's one of the smaller released movies, but it was in a ton of theaters in pretty much every county in South Florida. So just you go and look and see if they have the Peanut Butter Falcon and go support a local Boynton Beach actor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody's absolutely saying it's amazing stuff. So thank you very much for that report. All right, got a quick round of Think Fast here today on a Monday.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how fast Jaybird can think. We've got Joy on here from West Palm Beach. Hello, Joy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, we've got Florida's #1 water park, Aquatica, here, and a 4-pack of tickets. You just got to think faster than Jaybird, okay?
I think I got this.
Okay. You don't buzz in with your name. You just, whenever the answer comes to mind, you go on ahead and just say it right out loud, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
Good
Gotta
luck,
go quick.
Joy.
Jaybird is on the other side of the studio because he's going to scream. He can't help himself. Virginia, you're the official judge.
Okay, let's do this.
So you got to make sure that it makes sense here, okay? All right, here we go. Think fast. Tell me something that is standard in every car that starts with the letter S.
Stick shift! Stick shift! Stick shift!
Steering wheel.
Very nice.
Steering wheel is correct. Not every car has a stick shift.
Well, you know I'm not that good at cars, so.
You drive an automatic. Your car doesn't have a stick shift.
Okay, here we go. Joy, it's the best out of 3.
Come on, bird. Dang it, I thought I had it.
That was adorable.
Don't.
Okay. All right, here we go. Next up. Again, all these must be FCC friendly, just to let you know. I want to throw that out there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Something you lick starting with the letter S.
Stick! Spoon!
Sandwich. Salad.
Spoon! I said spoon!
We'll take spoon.
Okay, we will take spoon. All right.
And stick.
Who's licking sticks?
I licked sticks as a kid.
Jaybird licked sticks as a kid, if you can't hear him. He's currently in the IRK studio.
He's currently wearing a full-on I'm from Canada ski hat. You know you're in South Florida, right? And it's summer.
I'm just going to start to ignore the witch.
Okay. This is a tiebreaker right here. This is a big one.
I know.
This is a big one.
I know.
Whoever gets this, we'll see if Joy can get the tickets here. Think fast. Okay. It is a type of outfit you wear that starts with the letter J?
Jumpsuit!
Jumpsuit.
Oh, the bird got you.
Bird just right at the last second.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, very nice. Joy, we have a nice consolation prize for you here, okay? Nobody's walking away empty-handed, all right?
Thank you.
All right, quite a comeback that was there, Bird.
I feel bad for winning, but I have a streak now.
Yeah, you did.
2 weeks in a row, dog.
It is 2 weeks in a row.
2-0. Got to beat the bird.
Look at you over there. Okay. Now, this is an interesting show that Jaybird was telling me about on A&E. And I've actually, oddly enough, thought about this. And it's all about, there was a movie that had Julia Roberts back in the day called Sleeping with the Enemy. And ever since I saw that movie, I've kind of thought it through because she's with an abusive husband. It's just a real psychopath. And she fakes her own death. She goes out and makes it look like she fell over on a stormy night in a boat and drowned. And so she had this whole elaborate plan, cutting her hair, dying, and losing the wedding ring. All this kind of stuff happens. Well, of course, her husband winds up tracking her down, and she heads to small town Iowa and that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much what the movie's all about. But this A&E documentary, I Faked My Own Death, is all about these people. And believe it or not, I guess it's more popular than what you might think. It seems like such a radical thing, like you would never, ever hear of anyone faking their own death. But I know, was it Olivia Newton-John? Remember, she was with her boyfriend. He faked his death.
He did, and then they busted him.
Well, experts say, obviously, the hardest part about faking your own death is staying dead. And making sure everyone thinks you're still dead, but you're still living your life.
I read this one story one time of this chick. She knew she was going to do it for like 6 months. So what she kept doing was drawing her own blood, and she would do it like, whatever, like a liter at a time or something.
Yeah.
And then she would store it. And then when it came time for the day that she was supposedly setting this murder scene, she had all this blood that she had been collecting for months and months and months. It was her own blood. She spilled it everywhere, all over like the kitchen of the house where she lived.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's so much blood. There's no way she's alive. You can't lose this much blood and still be living. And that's how she tricked everybody to think that she had died.
That's the kind of stuff that you need.
I mean, homegirl thought it out.
Well, you know the story and that she did, so how did it all...
I think she got busted because she came back around. I think she did herself in.
It's pretty fascinating, though, how there's some people that can do it for a while, but you have to be out of sight, you have to change everything up.
You got to just do it for life, right?
You do it for life, and you can't go back.
You can never go back.
That's what you do. You are completely whitewashing your old life, and you're trying to start off a new one. And when I start thinking through the process of this, it's not only just making it look like you died, but you've got to set up where you're going to go. You have to have a new identity. You have to set up a new life. So it's not just killing the old life, it's coming up with the new one. And I mean, that's the whole process that would be tough, because getting into another country, because you need passports and things like that, I don't even know where you would begin, but I guess you'd have to try to smuggle yourself. That's why it'd be tough to probably go to another country. That's why a lot of people probably would stay in their own country, because of the passports and trying to get across international borders.
I think you got to go on the dark web, Kev. You can find everything there.
I do not leave the country. I go to the middle of the country, way out in like farmland somewhere.
Well, this is what Julia Roberts did. She went to Iowa and thought, okay, they're not going to track me down in Iowa.
But what I do, I do a whole different look. We're talking, I dye my hair different. I'll now talk like this a bit. Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Cy. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm from a different part of the world.
I can barely tell it's you, Jay Bird.
Oh, every day he's going to come in with a different accent. And go, why does this guy have 10 different accents?
Yeah, my name's Cy.
That guy clearly faked his death.
People in Iowa are like, all right, look at the next guy that just showed up.
That's where everybody goes.
Everybody goes to Iowa.
Half of all Iowa citizens have faked their own death.
I'm not going to Iowa. I'm going to Montana. I'm going to start training horses.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
You are? What part?
The part where it's very low to the ground, very low. It's the southern tip.
The
southern tip of Australia.
There's not really a tip. It's kind of rounded.
Do you have a map? I can show you.
Yeah.
Do you have a map?
Yeah, I do. I have a map right here.
Okay.
So what was it near? What's closest city?
Durango.
Durango?
Dodge Durango.
Yeah, it's working great.
I would totally nail it.
Well,
I love the confidence.
yeah.
The delusional confidence.
What would you do? How would you do it?
I think the thing that was great with Julia Roberts was there were a lot of things that she did there when you're writing the movie plot that was smart. Yeah, she goes somewhere to the Midwest, that's not broken. A boat accident, something along those lines, because oftentimes, you're not going to find somebody from a boat accident. That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
To do it that way if you're going to disappear. So I would take, what's already kind of like worked before. I think that's where I would go. The only problem is I would really like to try to get out of the U.S., though.
It'd be tough, though. It would be tough.
It would be tough.
I'm with you. I would want to get out of the U.S., but it would be very, very difficult. I'll tell you what would be so good to do. You get a boat, and then right before I'd be on the boat, I would upload a video. Go, hey, guys, it's me, Jaybird. I'm getting ready to go do a stunt with this boat. I'm going to be driving this boat all around the ocean right now. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. Boom, a day later, the boat is floating in the sea. Where's Jaybird? Oh, he's drowned.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's in Montana. With horses.
Oddly enough, I think he really would drown. He would actually, oddly enough, he would die faking his own death.
What a story that would be. He died faking his own death.
Man dies faking his own death. We were talking about faking your own death. And the A&E documentary that they have out, Jaybird was watching, called "I Faked My Own Death" and how people do it.
It's a bit of an older one, but it's still fascinating nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. And Virginia had a really good idea and concept about this person who had taken just a little bit of their blood, one little bit at a time, and then when they faked their own death, then they splattered it all over the place. They said, well, they clearly are dead because there's no way there could be this much blood. Now, who was it? Who was the person that did that?
It was some chick.
Yeah. Was it in the movie Gone Girl?
No, it was way before Gone Girl came out.
Oh, okay.
It was a real life chick that did this.
That's the exact concept of the movie Gone Girl.
No, it was a real chick.
Oh, it was? Okay.
That did it.
All right. That's where they got it then. There was another one I forgot, too. Remember the movie Double Jeopardy? Where the guy faked his own death and then she got tried for the murder. I think is how it went down. And if I remember right, the twist at the end, I think she really does kill him. And
I think so.
Yeah. They can't get her on Double Jeopardy because she's already been acquitted of his murder. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's a good 15 years.
Isn't that KZJ? Catherine Zeta-Jones?
No, I don't think so. It's the chick from Kentucky that's got her sisters and mom that sing country.
Ashley Judd.
Yeah, it was Ashley Judd.
Yes.
Yes.
You love the Judds.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said if you're doing it too, what you got to do, you got to get a birth certificate for a baby who was born near your birth and then die within a year after birth. With that, you can get a social security number and you can build on that. That's really where it is. And I think I've heard of people doing that when they really, do it right. That's the thing to do.
I feel like I could stay in Montana for a while if I stayed off the grid. And I feel like if I took a different identity, if you guys thought I drowned and you saw my phone, my wallet, I throw some blood on the boat too.
There's good and bad about that, thinking about going to a place like Montana. Not a lot of people, population is low, a lot of space, places to hide out. But the one thing about it is people in smaller communities like that, they tend to know about everything about somebody. Like they're very nosy and they want to know your whole backstory and everything that's going on. And so everything's got to check out because they will try to find out who you are.
Sai's never been on social media before. You can't find Sai.
Sai?
Sai.
How do you spell that?
S-Y. Sai.
Where are you from again?
I think Sai is actually spelled C-Y.
That's not how I spell it. In Australia.
It's
Australia?
Australia. We spell differently.
We do.
What town again?
Melbourne.
You said Durango.
Well, I was an army brat. I went from town to town with my father.
Yeah.
What service?
He was in the first.
What happened to your accent?
You're right. Sai would get drunk and then start talking like Jaybird.
I don't know. This may not be the right thing, man. Okay. Well, kind of keeping an eye on what is going on with this tropical storm Dorian. They have an advisory that comes out at 8 a.m. is that what they do? 5, 8, 11?
You're our weather person, Virginia.
It might be further than that until the storm actually gets into the Caribbean area.
What are the percentage chance that we're going to be seeing some kind of activity, Virginia?
Right now, I would say 50-50.
What a lame guess.
But, I mean, you'll get out. You'll get out of town to go to your Buckeye game.
Yeah.
The trouble might be getting back in. Once you're in Ohio and you're trying to get back into Florida, that might be right about the same time this storm is deciding where it wants to be.
Well, that
Sunday, Monday.
I mean, that'd be interesting considering they're playing FAU, and I'm getting texts from people like, yeah, we're going up to the game too.
Y'all
So-
might all be stuck in Ohio together.
Wow. Yeah,
You know what that means? If Kevin's stuck in Ohio, Category 5 awful, the VJD show's back.
Oh, no. There were so many complaints. I don't know if it can come back.
Fine. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and as far as time-wise, it looks like it would be coming up probably like on the Caribbean, like early Saturday morning, 35-mile-an-hour wind. So right now it looks like it's, I mean, the current track kind of has it going over like San Juan.
Right. When it goes over Puerto Rico, it's going to be a hurricane.
Yeah.
But then, when it gets over the land like that, that breaks it up a little bit and decreases the power. But then as soon as it gets back over those Caribbean islands, that's when it's probably going to gain some strength.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows where it's going to go. It could go right. It could go left.
Yeah.
It's way too early. But if it goes straight, you're going to have trouble getting back in town.
Okay. Yeah, they would have it probably just a little bit north of Cuba, like Saturday morning with 35-mile-an-hour winds. That's kind of the latest thing they're saying. So.
And that's just a TS, right? That's no hurricane. That's a tropical storm.
Right, because Cuba will break it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Puerto Rico, not Cuba, Puerto Rico is going to break it up a little bit.
It's that time of year, though. I'm telling you, it's like every year, isn't it? Always like the last 2 weeks of August and the first week of September, at least.
The only cool thing about hurricanes is the ton of snacks you get. That's the only cool thing about it.
Yeah. What is your number one piece of advice?
He gets a lot of frozen food.
Well, this is why I do that. I get a bunch of frozen food. You eat that while you still have electricity. And then when the electricity goes out, you're like, all right, I had a good run with my frozen food. Then you dip into your cheese balls, stuff like that. The whole frozen food thing on the front end of a hurricane is a good move.
Look, nobody else is doing it.
Well, he likes it because it justifies overeating.
It does.
Yeah, you're like, I have to eat it because all this ice cream, I wouldn't normally eat it, but I mean, it's not going to keep, so I got to eat it all right now.
There's not a rush on Tostino's pizzas either. Bread, non-perishable, canned goods, those go first.
He's purposely painting himself into this corner, knowing that, well, I mean, I've got to eat it because I got all this frozen food.
Oh, you'd have been so proud of me. I was doing so good on my diet the other day, and it was like 3:30, 3:45, and a storm came in. I'm like, that means it's time to get pizza. That means I'm supposed to eat bad. Mother Nature's saying diets are not for you today.
So it's a bad time of year for you then.
I don't know. When it rains, I want to eat more. If I see clouds.
It's not good.
I know.
Because, I mean, you are in it, baby. It
Yeah.
is tropical season now.
Or fat season. Whatever you want to call it. Did you see that lightning strike that happened at the golf tournament over the weekend? They had the PGA Championship was going on. Our boy Brooks Koepka from West Palm Beach was right in the thick of things there for a while.
They had just had like a warning, and they told all these people that were there at the golf course, go seek shelter.
Yeah.
A lot of people ran under this tree, and then the tree gets struck by lightning.
I'm so horrified by lightning.
Oh.
Yeah, I am too.
That's scary stuff.
Yeah. No, it totally freaks me out. Yeah, and they say that there were 6 people that were injured. 5 of them, I think, actually had to even go to the hospital, and it wasn't because of the lightning hit them. It's because the bark shot off the tree when it got hit, and the shrapnel hit people.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That's scary.
Oh, I know, right? That's some crazy stuff. So there you go. Got to get somebody on the line here in just a second. Going to be doing the Florida Headline Match Game. These are all real legitimate headlines that have happened here in the state of Florida, all bizarre things. And it's just a bizarre time of year that happens in South Florida. It's hot and muggy. It's just that icky, kind of like crazy. Everything's just, your glasses are fogged up.
It's steamy,
steamy,
and it makes
nasty.
people squirrely.
It does.
Yeah.
This might be, and the hurricanes bring out the weirdest in people.
It does.
It's a weird time.
They do. They get nuts. They do odd things. And it's just kind of crazy. I think I'm more afraid of the people than I am the actual storms when they start rolling in.
I am too.
Yeah. That's what they said. They said somebody's hit us up. September 10th, I guess, is the peak. That's like the number one day for hurricanes.
Oh, right around the corner.
It is right around the corner. So, yeah, we're kind of like stepping into it. So we got, is that Dorian, is that the only thing that's out there? Because I know sometimes they're like, it's like planes that are just hovering, all waiting to come in.
I think Dorian's the only thing that they're tracking right now on the Weather Channel.
Okay.
Oh, and they love it. They love that.
They're watching other stuff that's like going off the southeast coast, but nothing like Dorian, and they do love it. You can tell when you tune in and they start playing that gong every 20 minutes. Gong. You're like, okay.
It gets your attention, though, doesn't it?
It's the death gong. So, you know, a storm is imminent.
Somebody said, yeah, people are already getting ready. I just left Publix and the cheap water's already gone.
Really? Gosh, I can never be that prepared as a human, ever.
Well, this is a time of year that is also great, too, for Home Depots. It's got to be great for Publix because people make a rush on water and canned food items and buy food that they don't necessarily need that's going to sit there for years.
Oh, anytime there's a tragedy, there's somebody that's going to make out with money. Somewhere, there'll be a profit.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. So it's right around the corner here. Well, I'm sure we'll probably have some more interesting Florida headlines before the end of hurricane season. These are ones that have already come out. These are real-life stories. The Florida headline match game. We've got Tyler on here from Lake Worth Play Along. Hello, Tyler.
Hello.
All right. What we've done here is we've taken a real headline that appeared online or in a publication written about a story that actually happened here in the state of Florida. We've taken out one word or a phrase here. You got to tell us what belongs in the blank that we took out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Virginia Jaber will help you out. First headline we got, Florida headline match game. Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting blank on fire. After lighting blank on fire. Is it A, cockroaches, B, farts, or C, bed?
I'm hoping it's farts, man.
I'm hoping that they keep the comedy alive in the meth lab. I'm voting farts.
Okay, he dies in a meth lab explosion after lighting blank on fire. What is the actual word that belongs in the blank there, Tyler?
I agree, farts.
I agree, farts, yes.
Yes.
That's a real headline from the state of Florida.
Amazing.
Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting farts on fire.
I'm so proud to live here.
That story is layered. It's layered.
I mean,
If only he had a camera.
Just look at everything you've like worked in here. Meth lab explosion, lighting farts on fire. There's a lot going on there.
I wish I could talk to that person. I know I can. It's too late. But just to see where their head was at.
Well, don't meth labs always explode anyway, even when you're not lighting your farts on fire?
Yes, they do.
But the meth game...
So just the risk he was taking.
And it's such a tireless job. You got to keep it going to move product. The fact that you're slacking to light farts on... I don't know. There's so much. It's so layered.
There's a lot going on there. Okay, all right. Perfect score so far. Let's see if we can keep it up here. Florida headline match game. Here's your second headline. Florida man who admits to drinking blank would still like to be senator. Okay, now that blank has got a phrase that's in it. Florida man who admits to drinking blank would still like to be senator. Okay, what belongs in the blank? Is it A, human breast milk, B, a stranger's urine, or C, a goat's blood for pagan sacrifice? What belongs in that blank here? This is a real headline from the state of Florida.
I think it's the urine.
What's he drinking? He's drinking.
You think it's the urine?
I do.
That's the one I don't think it is.
You don't think he was drinking a stranger's urine?
I think it's breast milk. You think it's urine?
Breast milk is breast milk that weird? Aren't humans drinking breast milk all the time?
Not grown ones.
Okay, all right.
Even though you drank mine, I don't think it's the norm.
Keep in mind, this guy would like to be one of our state senators here.
You're on a stupid radio show.
Okay, Tyler, what do you think belongs in the blank? Is it A, B, or C?
I'm going to disagree with both of them and go with the goat's milk or goat's blood. C.
Goat's blood.
Okay. I got to tell you, Tyler, you were wise. That is correct.
Wow.
Yes, Florida man who admits to drinking a goat's blood for pagan sacrifice would still like to be senator.
Good luck.
Tyler's on fire. He's going for a perfect score here.
I mean, Tyler, you are unstoppable.
Yes. Okay, here we go, Tyler. Final one here. Florida man arrested for blank, now running for mayor. So that's what it is. You do something really dumb and then you run for office here. That's what we do in Florida. Okay. Florida man arrested for blank, now running for mayor. Is it A, wearing assless chaps to whistle at construction workers?
Sounds fun.
B, fishing with dynamite while naked at Miami Seaquarium?
What?
Or C, beating drag queen with a tiki torch while wearing a KKK robe?
Oh my gosh.
I honestly, it could be any of them. They're all equally.
It's a tough one. Okay. Florida man arrested for blank, now running for mayor. Was he wearing the assless chaps, whistling at construction workers? Was he fishing with dynamite while naked at Miami Seaquarium? Or was he beating a drag queen with a tiki torch while wearing a KKK robe? A, B, or C?
I'm going assless chaps just because it's the least crazy. You can't fish at the Miami Seaquarium.
Dynamite while naked?
Right? Yeah, I'll go beating choice C.
Beating a drag queen with a tiki torch while wearing a KKK robe.
I'll go with that one, yeah.
But we just don't know, Kevin.
I really don't.
It's that tough,
You've stumped us.
Okay, let's see. Tyler going for a perfect score here. Tyler, what belongs in the blank here in the Florida headline match game?
I was thinking the assless chaps. I'm going to go with Virginia.
Okay. You're going to say Florida man arrested for wearing assless chaps to whistle at construction workers, now running for mayor. Unfortunately, you're not going to get the perfect score. It was C, beating a drag queen with a tiki torch while wearing a KKK robe.
Yeah.
That guy wants to be your mayor.
Strong showing. What town?
I don't know. I figured that one out.
I think you covered that. That's why I remembered it.
Yes. That probably was out there. So
that's insane.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Tyler, congratulations. We're going to hook you up with a whole bunch of free food from Outback Steakhouse, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, $50 gift card there. You can enjoy steak and unlimited shrimp.
Don't be fooled by the dress and heels. I have seen drag queens throw down. Just because they look put together and prim and proper and pretty, they will come after you, and it is pretty awesome. When they get mad, it's awesome.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to help with this conversation or not, but did you just give away Outback Steakhouse? Is that what you just gave away?
I did.
I did not know we had those. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's
you're dialed in now, huh?
Yes.
Somebody's going to volunteer to clean out the
Yes.
prize vault today?
Yes, I am.
You can't win.
I know. I never do.
That's true.
Drama, drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain, ain't you? You're Facebook fishing, Facebook fishing.
Well, somebody kind of sent this to us for call them out, so I thought this would probably work well on a Monday. Somebody's actually calling out firefighters.
For what?
For good, right? Or for being sexy.
Ah, boy. Just people, Virginia. Just people. It's Russell's fault. He starts off the post here on Facebook. Virginia, I'll let you play the complainer, Russell.
Oh, I get to be Russell?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Why don't you be Russell?
You seem like a real jerk.
I'll play the role of Corey here in this post. We'll have Jaybird. You can play the role of Jenny.
Okay.
Okay, you can be Jenny.
Jenna, is that what you want?
Yeah, be a little Jenny. Give me a little of that. Yeah. And Denny's, you can be Phil.
Sounds nice.
You seem like a Phil here. Okay, Russell starts it all off here with the post. Go ahead, Russell.
It's ridiculous that firefighters always drive the biggest fire trucks to everything.
You mean like when there's an emergency and somebody needs help?
I mean, when there really isn't a reason to drive the biggest fire engine. If some old guy's having a heart attack and an ambulance is already there, why do you need 4 firefighters and a big fire engine?
Here comes Phil. That's a good point.
Here comes Jenny. Russell, are talking about my dad having a heart attack last week. The firefighters told me you were mad because they blocked you for 5 minutes.
I wasn't going to mention any specific names.
You just did, a-hole.
It's pretty cold, Russell. Jenny, how is your dad?
Thanks for asking, Corey. Sadly, my dad passed. Ooh. The funeral's tomorrow.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Russell, even if you were right, this is something you should never have posted.
Nailed it. By the
Thanks,
way.
guys.
Real
It's tough when I got.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I got to do a character.
I'm sorry he passed, but maybe he should have been in an old folks' home. The firefighters and paramedics were called to his house at least 4 times in the past 6 months.
Congratulations, Russell. I guess you can celebrate because you won't have to deal with any more fire trucks blocking you in anymore.
I hope so. But I saw your mom a few weeks ago, and she didn't look so good either.
Wow.
Screw you, Russell.
Dang, Russell is just not making friends.
Is Russell really that mean, or is he trying to rile people up?
No, Russell's really that mean.
I've known a lot of Russells, and they are usually mean.
Yeah, it really is. It really is kind of stunning. Just some of the comments that you see people making on social media, where you're just like, wow, what? Why?
I've known a few Russes. They were kind-hearted. I have known several Russells. They were douchebags.
It changed the name a lot. Yeah, we always say it's kind of like adding a Y to like Donnie. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, they become a little bit squirrely, and you just don't know what's going to happen at that point.
They love to fight.
Yeah, they do. Well, we do love the post. If you see any kind of good exchange, you can send it to us. Anything, Instagram, the Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. People were sending a lot of neighborhood, like little posts up and things like that.
I didn't realize my neighborhood has something like that. I want to get in the mix. They've got like a whole thing where you can, I guess, complain about people.
There's one up by me. It's called Next Door, and it's area specific. So you go on there and you can just read all these threads, people complaining about this and that, and it's fascinating.
Well, I kind of started the one last week in my neighborhood. There's that whatever sculpture, I don't know what is going on. They put in a traffic circle, and that thing looks nice, but they started some kind of metal, I don't even know what it is.
It's a monstrosity.
It is coming out of the ground. And the problem is, like, that's all fine and good. I'm all about art, even if I don't agree and think it's nice. But they abandoned the project.
All the orange cones are still there, and the orange safety fence.
The fence is now like fallen in. It's overgrown. They dug this big hole, put in a concrete slab. These, metal things are sticking out of it. And people are like going, it looks like some kind of like clothesline. So I'm going to go have some fun. I got all these clothes. I'm going to hang them on there today. And I'm going to see how long they'll stay up. And I'm just going to start hanging random things on it.
That's awesome.
And just see how long it stays up.
I want in on some of this action.
Okay.
You should decorate it like Christmas.
Well, I was coming up with a couple ideas. The first thing I'm going to do is I got, a couple old shirts I was going to get rid of anyway, and I got wire hangers. So I'm going to go hang some clothes on it today. And then if those come down, I was thinking about kind of like making... like taking empty cans of White Claw and kind of like draping those on. It's kind of like a Christmas type of ornament garland type
Make garland
thing.
out of White Claw.
Out of empty White Claw cans.
I love it.
So if anybody's got any White Claw cans you guys want to donate to the cause, so I'm thinking I'm just going to keep doing it and just see if they're not going to do anything with it. I mean, just every day.
You're going to make it art.
You're an artist now.
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
It's not functioning properly, so you're going to fix it up.
And so if anybody wants to jump in on the fun, just let me know if you got any ideas. And
I'm here.
Okay, all right. Today we need to go out. If you guys got any old shirts.
I do.
You do? You got a few?
A few dirty ones.
Yeah, I just want to see.
He's wearing one.
Oh, right. This is one of my
That
best.
actually's new.
Thank you.
That's
This
the
is one
shirt
of my.
I got it from my hometown.
Yeah, I love this thing.
It's Bigfoot, Hocking Hills. It's just some beautiful stuff.
I love how you and Denny's are matching.
We planned that.
Aww.
You are, yeah, same colors.
Adorable.
Both those colors look good on you guys, by the way.
Thank
Both,
you.
it's
Yeah,
very
you
nice
look good
here.
today as well, Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Virginia.
They say when it comes to social media, I've noticed more and more people have privacy features on it, whether it be their Instagram and the Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Whereas first, everybody's willing to show off everything. They say 82% of people now have at least some privacy settings on their social media accounts. 82%. That's a lot. And the reason why they're trying to hide stuff from people at their current job or if they're going to be doing a job search, which is smart.
Interesting.
And so it's only people that you allow in to see the stuff.
You can still on Facebook though, and this is what I do. Like if I know I'm about to go into battle with somebody, I go on their Facebook and I want to see like what their vibe is, what they look like, what they do. And even if their privacy settings are set to not let you look at all their pictures, you can still see their profile pic and any update they've ever done to their profile pic. So you can still kind of stalk them.
You do that to gather intel, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I've seen her do it before.
I did it just the other day. I had to go meet with somebody and I'm like, let me see what this chick looks like.
If she's got a battle going on with somebody on social media, make no mistake, she's done the research on where you live, who your family members are. I'm not kidding. I've seen her do it.
This is like a new category of like, social media.
I will
sniper.
deep dive. And you can get information from people's friends too. Like if there's pictures where people just tagged you in and you don't realize it, I can get a lot of intel from that.
She was battling this one guy it was really about nothing, but they were going back and forth, and it was such a long, drawn-out fight, and she found out where he lived, where he worked, where his mom worked.
She kind of enjoys it. She does. In fact, you ought to you should have like a service, because to me, I don't ever want to deal with that stuff. I wear it. I don't like those kind of things.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's a part-time job.
But it should be. You should hire out your services. If anybody ever has an online feud they need to take up, Virginia, you should be the person to do it.
I told you about the one story. The one guy flew 3 states over to confront somebody lying about him on Facebook and social media.
I love it.
He went to the guy's house, his job, and then brought cameras there and everything.
I love it.
That's what people are.
That's what Virginia's all about.
You just have to investigate and make sure that you're on the right side of the argument, because you don't want to be helping some jerk. But if it's somebody who's truly being wronged by others on social media, I'd love to help them.
You're kind of like a Robin Hood.
I love that.
Do you know how you do a burner account? Because I heard this interview last week with Alex Rodriguez, and he was talking about how he spies on his daughter's Instagram. He has a burner account.
I can make you one right now.
The only thing I can think of is because I think...
But don't they have to accept you to get access to see their stuff?
Well, if you know what to do with your profile pic and you know how to make it look, and you slide into the DMs and you say the right thing, I think I can get pretty much anybody to accept us.
But burner accounts,
regular people, not famous people, but regular people.
But don't you have to have several different phone numbers? Because all these social media accounts, they go to a number.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that number, how are you going to get an account?
Burner phone, bro.
Now you're buying drug phones?
Yeah, what is it? I was curious of that because I saw it. I'm like, what do you do? What constitutes making a burner account? And who's got a burner account and how are you using it?
You don't have to always hook it up to a phone number. You sometimes can do it to your other social, too, if you have other accounts.
But can't somebody see that? Be going, oh, I know that.
They're connected to...
Or their
You can make a burner email.
But again, though, a lot of the emails you have to have a phone number connected to.
I always use your number.
It would tell you, it wouldn't be able to do that. It would eventually block you because you just say, this number is already in use.
I think they're making it harder to do.
Well, because all those celebrities, you see them, they had 30 million Twitter followers, and all of a sudden they have 20 million Twitter followers because they had burner accounts.
But if you just want to do burner accounts, I think the phones are $50.
I feel like it's a skill set I just need to have just in case.
You have to fake your own death?
Or you could probably add a new line to your phone and then just use that number.
Okay.
All right, you're right, Dennis.
Kind of curious. If A-Rod's out there, call in and tell me how you got a burner account for your daughter's social media accounts. 877-979-WRMF. You can hit us up here on the KVJ Show. What do you need to make this happen? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You were talking about how you need a phone number doing it. I'm going, okay, well, that gets tracked back. That could, give you up pretty quick. Somebody said you can get a free phone number from Google. That is a way to do it. Yeah. And to make it even easier, there's an app called Burner Phone, and you can buy or rent a phone number for any length of time. It's pretty cheap. So there are even apps to try to help you make burner accounts if you need to jump onto the social media and try to spy on somebody. Because, I saw 82% of people now have some kind of privacy settings on their social media accounts. It's mainly so bosses can't, find out what's going on. But I wonder if, bosses do this. And I wonder, okay, let's say you had a good job and going, well, in the interview process, we will only consider you if you give us and accept us to see everything you got on your social media.
Well, social media, fine. Emails, no.
Yeah, I don't
Do
think
not
that's
want you in
right.
my emails.
What's in your emails?
Secrets.
Okay.
Yeah, but not too many. Not good secrets. Don't. Yeah, never mind. Now Virginia's gonna want to get my email.
Oh,
You're
yes, you will.
fascinating. Now, I mean, I do know most of your passwords.
I've changed them.
He goes, no, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Another text there said, you don't really even need to link your phone number to your social. All you need is an email, and that'll pretty much take care of it.
Yeah, and anybody can get a Yahoo or a Gmail, right?
I thought again. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop talking about this phone number thing.
How to successfully do a good burner account. Somebody texted in and said, a key thing is making fake accounts to first friend or like many of their friends, then ask the person you want. Since you have several friends in already in common, they will accept.
Gotcha.
So you don't jump right to them. You work on getting all their friends and everybody else. You're like going, okay, this is somebody I can trust. And I got to tell you, that is something I do before I'm like going, I don't know. Do I know this person? Like, and then when you see like you have 99 people in common or something, going, well, they got to be a close friend.
They
right?
can't be a murderer. They know too many people.
We have got Derek on here from Miami with a little tip for doing burner accounts. What's your burner account tip here, Derek?
Yeah, so you don't need to get to pay for a burner phone or anything. With a Google account, you can get a free Google Voice number with that. So that'll give you a phone number you can use. You don't need a phone number to create a Gmail account. So that'll give you everything you need to set up your other accounts.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you get fake numbers now? It sounds like a lot of people are calling in and are doing this.
Yeah, I think they are. Somebody texted and said fake Instas or Finsta are the new thing. One is for glamour shots and the other is to post without judgment.
Well, I just have noticed there's some people that have a ton of followers, and when they post anything, they only get like 3 comments and 4 or 5 likes. I'm thinking, are those real followers that they have? Or they're burner followers?
They don't have any interaction?
We're talking people who have thousands and thousands of followers, and you look at their post, and there's not much interaction. It looks suspect.
It's very suspect.
Somebody else said, I've got a fake Twitter account, and I only needed an email address, which I made up. So you can go on there and just wreak all kinds of havoc under this disguise or find out what you want to find out, and nobody knows that you're the one that's on there peeping around.
Go on Twitter. Dirt of the day's terrible. Turn it off. Virginia's the worst.
Come say it to my face.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
What's real anymore, man? Is
Nothing's
anything real?
I feel like I'm not with it because I don't have any burner accounts. Like I feel like I need that just to really find out what's truly going on in the world.
You're too legit. You're just too much of a Boy Scout.
I am.
You just rent numbers now?
Make up email addresses, Finsta accounts. The world's getting too complex.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
First crime committed in space. That's what they're saying this really could boil down to being. There's a NASA astronaut that's being accused of illegally accessing her estranged wife's bank account from the International Space Station during a recent mission. That considered is identity theft. And they say that likely is, at least as far as we know, the first crime ever committed in space.
Huh.
The astronaut is denying the claims that she did that.
Congratulations.
It's a pretty weird thing to hear.
Yeah, crime in space.
And is that really the first crime?
That's why, yeah, I mean, only other astronauts would know. And there might be former astronauts saying, that ain't the first crime.
Right?
Yeah, we went on the moon and did a bunch of cocaine.
That ain't moon dust. How does that work? I mean, if you do something illegal in international waters, they can't get you, right? So, I mean, what about space?
That's a great question. And is that really true about the international waters? If I took Virginia out in international waters and killed her, I can come back to the States and I'm not going to get in trouble for that? And I didn't mean to use that as an example. It was the first one that came to my head.
I believe if we had
what's buried in the dark recesses of Jaybird's mind, or not so dark. Yeah.
But just know, if we're fighting to the death, you're going to die.
No, I wouldn't make it. You would kill me.
Yeah, that is a good question. I know you can go out there to gamble. That's why those cruise ships go out. They go to international waters and there's no rules.
It's about gambling, though. It doesn't apply to murder.
But let's say I throw you off the boat. Oh, oops, bye, Virginia. And then I just come back to the States.
Yeah, because if you're on a cruise ship and you kill somebody, I think they're going to lock you up. Yeah. And you're going to have to face off for that murder when you get back.
Okay, so there's no such thing as lawless waters, really.
Lawless for murder, no. Murder knows no bounds.
Gambling we let slide.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles who said that he was shot by a sniper. But then when they started investigating, they realized, no, that did not happen. And then he finally was like, okay, I made it up. I'm sorry.
What a dummy.
What a dummy, yeah. There's also another guy in Illinois who said he was the victim of a drive-by shooting. He made up the whole story because, like a dumbass, he'd accidentally shot himself in the foot.
Oh, my gosh.
Thought it sounded better if somebody else had shot him.
What is going on with people?
They're dumb. 25-year-old woman who faked her own kidnapping by sending a bogus note had been asking family and friends to pay a $290 ransom. Well, you're not worth a lot, $290.
That's all you're going for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, the cops were casing her apartment trying to figure out who might have known something about it, and she walks right out.
All right, she didn't think this one through.
Like, we thought you were supposed to be kidnapped.
$290?
$290.
It's a weird number.
And then she sends out this ransom note and then just hangs out at home. And then decides to just walk out the front door.
Just lazy.
Bless her heart.
Just don't put a lot into this. Police in New Hampshire got into a chase with a guy whose car was stuffed full of balloons. I can tell you, that's tough to drive when your car's full of balloons.
Balloons always want to come and be by you.
The worst mistake I ever made, I was going to a birthday party. I had to pick up the balloons, and it was just a beautiful day. And I had the balloons in the back and didn't think about it. I go, I want to get some of this fresh air. I rolled down the windows. Next thing you know, 3 balloons had wrapped themselves around my head, and I'm driving down the road. Oh, my gosh.
That was terrible.
Oh, die. I had to
go.
cushion my blow from the accident was these balloons. They're going to pop in my face. It's
Poor
terrible.
man's airbag.
It really was. 3 women stole a stroller from a baby product store in New Jersey last week, but they came back when they realized that they had left a child behind.
Oh.
Whoops. The cops then caught 2 of them and arrested them for shoplifting and conspiracy.
You can't leave the baby.
No, you cannot. No, you should not, at least. Dairy Queen had to clarify that its burgers are not made out of human flesh on Friday. That's a weird claim. Apparently, it was a location in South Carolina that got raided, and people in the town started swirling around rumors that they were serving human meat.
Oh, that's so not cool.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
that's human meat, right?
It's people.
That Dairy Queen's a cannibal.
Why did they get shut down, though? I do want to know that.
Well, it turns out it was the feds who suspected it was home of an illegal money transferring operation.
Oh.
So when people saw the feds, they're going, yep, human meat.
And people believed it?
Dairy Queen had to put out a release saying we do not serve human meat.
I got to look at that. I got to find that.
Rescuers in Oregon saved a woman in a rural area who'd been trapped in her own septic tank for 2 or 3 days.
What?
Oh, that's just terrible. What a crappy weekend.
Down there.
I don't know how you wound up in your own septic tank. That is a great question. I've never had a septic tank. I don't know. But yeah, it's all the human waste.
It's all your poo.
I don't know. Are you really hard up to swim? I don't know why you're in there. Just terrible. Just 2 to 3 days?
No, thanks.
I found the Dairy Queen release, the statement they released on Twitter. At Dairy Queen, we are very proud of our 100% beef hamburgers. We serve a high-quality hamburger with no additives or fillers.
Doesn't say anything about human flesh in there,
they
though.
didn't say anything about. I think they're trying to stay away from that.
They figure if they put it, There's a woman in Kansas City, Missouri that recently went to the doctor because she thought she had water in her ear. It wasn't. It was a spider.
Oh my gosh.
And it was venomous.
Oh my gosh.
Brown recluse.
Woke up Tuesday morning hearing a bunch of swooshing and water in my left ear. Ran out and said, I'm going to go get a couple more people. And she said, I think you have an insect in there. No, I didn't panic because I didn't know what exactly it was until she came back in and they told me it was a spider. They worked their magic and got it out. Never thought that they would crawl in your ear or any part of your body. I went and put some cotton balls in my ear last night because I didn't have any earplugs. I'm pretty terrified of the spiders.
Oh my gosh, you imagine
The brown
Denny's?
recluse crawled in her ear while she was sleeping.
She's lucky that she didn't get poisoned.
Thank you.
Yeah, it did not bite her. Yeah, the doctors got it out, but I mean, what a piece of luck that is.
I feel like I feel spiders in my ears right now after that story.
Right?
I hate that story so much.
Oh yeah, no, you do. Totally gets in your head.
I saw one of those brown recluse in my backyard.
Yeah,
Did you really?
they
I
are
did.
all in South Florida.
It freaked me out. I wouldn't let the kids go in the backyard for the whole day.
Back in Gardens, we found at least 3 or 4 of them back in Palm Beach Gardens in our back room.
Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
That is terrifying. Good heavens. They say this is a nice little story. 2 best friends of more than 50 years hit a lottery jackpot in Canada this month and won $2 million.
No way.
Yeah. And
Good for them.
they're not fighting over the money. In fact, they've been roommates ever since both their husbands passed away.
Aw.
And they're going to keep living together. And they say, hey, we got plenty of money. We're just going to kick up the party a little bit. That's pretty awesome.
It's amazing.
Yep. And a quick little shout out to your boy Joey Chestnut, world champion competitive eater. Went to the first ever Fat Boys Pizza Championship yesterday afternoon. And he edged out the other competitors after consuming a world record 6.5 2-foot slices of Fat Boys Pizza in 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. How big? 6 feet?
6.5 2-foot slices.
6.5, 2 feet.
So, how much pizza did he eat? You gotta do the math.
Wow.
I don't like the fact that you're asking me because you're terrible at math too. All right, Kevin, could you just give me that equation one more time?
Okay. All right. He consumed a world record 6.5 2-foot slices of Fat Boys Pizza in 10 minutes.
How much pizza did he eat?
4 feet of pizza.
You got 4 feet. What do you have, Virginia?
Okay, wait. Say it again. 6.5.
Yeah, I love this. Terrible math on the radio. Okay. 6.5 2-foot slices.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm wrong.
13 feet of pizza.
Aha. Very nice, Virginia. You are the winner, I believe.
I did it wrong. It's 13 foot. It's pizza. I'm too in it, man.
You got too excited. It's math.
Yeah, just a lot of fun. What I like seeing on the KVJ Show Facebook page right now, you can go and check it out. People for National Dog Day are posting up photos of their dog on there. So just go on ahead and find that post, and you can see everybody's dogs up there. If you love dogs, something for you to check out here today. But what we want to do was a public service announcement. Unfortunately, I guess people just don't fully have the memo that it is a bad idea to keep a dog or even a kid in a car when it's hot outside. Or
Anybody.
just anytime.
Don't leave anything at all in a car
No.
without the AC on.
Do not. And so what we're going to do is kind of a little PSA here today. Now, Jaybird and Denny's, they are taking one for the team. They're going down to show you just how fast here in South Florida. So this would be, unique to us this time of year for National Dog Day. You can see just how fast a car gets hot and how hot and what it really feels like.
And how unfair it is to do that to your dog.
Yes. We have Jaybird and Denny's. They are standing by right now. Hello.
Hello, Kev. Locked and loaded. We are in the nest.
Okay, so did you just now close the doors? Because I want to calibrate the exact time with the exact temperature.
So the doors are open now. Denny's is just now starting the Facebook Live video. Do you want us to close our doors?
Yeah, I want to coordinate it because I'm going to hit the timer, and then you guys are going to tell me what the temperature is inside the car. So I do want to get that coordination. Do you have I think apps do that. Do you have a way to get the internal temperature in there right now?
Sir, I'm sorry, I did not hear you. Phone went out.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the heat.
It might be. Do you have I see you guys on Facebook Live. Do you have a way of getting the internal temperature inside the car right now?
Yeah, we're working on that, Coach.
Okay. All right, I'm going to let you guys go on ahead and get that app ready. You guys are there. People are able to chat with you right there on Facebook. So go ahead and get that app so we can get an exact temperature. And then I want you to close the doors at the same time we do the temperature to see how quickly it rises, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'll check back in with you here in a second. We'll get that app, a little public service announcement. Jaber, for this experiment, decided to wear a very thick woolly cap. And he also, he's got long sleeves on too, Virginia. That's just unfortunate.
Hello, this is Jaybird live from the car. Yes, Kevin.
You're dressed like you're live from the tundra.
Yes.
I didn't know we were doing this bit today. I get cold in the studio, and it's laundry month.
And laundry month?
Yes. It's laundry month.
Okay, so tell me right now what is going on. How long you guys been in? Because it looked like, because I was checking you guys out a second ago, you guys actually started the timer and you've already started the temp on this. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been going for about 4+ minutes, and the temperature is 83 to 84 and counting.
Okay, that's not too bad so far. 3 to 4 minutes at 83, 84. How do you feel? You look like right now you're doing okay.
We're doing good. I love this guy, so it's kind of like we're just getting paid to hang out and just talk weird with the audience. It's kind of fun. People are saying we should try this at noon. That's when it will take a lot of grit and determination.
Yes, that would be good. Unfortunately, we're not on at noon.
I know. I try to tell them that.
Well, we can always just stick around.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, people can see what's going on. You guys are just chilling in there. Nobody passed any gas because you're in a car right now that's got the windows up. And keep kind of a little bit of a journal there on how quickly it gets hot. I want to see like at the 5-minute mark where we are at the 10-minute mark. Now, you had said there was even a story. What was it? This woman had left her kid in the car for 30 minutes over the weekend?
Yeah, I saw this story. She left her kid, I think it was a pretty young kid in there, and the cops were called. And I believe her excuse was she was talking with her friend about what they were going to do for dinner or lunch, and that's why she forgot the baby or the kid in the car.
Wow. Okay.
Not a good excuse.
I'm only 65% sure of all of those details I just gave you.
Is there ever an excuse, like, as a parent, to say, oh, I forgot and left my kid in the car? And have you ever done it, Virginia? Have you...
Thank God I have not. I mean, I can see how it could happen. But I thank God I've never been in that position. I think, too, I don't have multiple kids that were babies at once. Yeah. I think that would be tricky, too. Mm-hmm. And, like, if you think Daddy got him and he thinks Mommy got him and then nobody got him, it would be tough to have multiples.
There was one time, I don't know what it was, right after Cannon was first born, and we were at a softball tournament for my daughter, dropped her off and whatever, and we're just thinking, going about life. And then we went into some store, and we got like right in the door. I'm like going, oh, wait, we have a baby, don't we? And she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, so.
Both of you forgot?
Both. We were just so into a conversation, and we're like, oh, my gosh, yeah, we got a kid. I mean, luckily, we had just gotten inside, the store. We forgot. But, yeah, that just, to me, like when you're 30 minutes, how that doesn't click and how you don't know. Yeah, that seems a little bit much for me. All right, real quick time and temperature check here for Jaybird and Denny sitting in the hot car. Where are you guys at right now?
We are, I believe, still at 84, Kevin.
Really?
Yeah, 84. It says feels like 90.
Yeah, it says it feels like 93 right now, which it does. It's very hot in here. This hat does not help. It is making it more difficult.
Okay, all right. Did you guys take any water down there with you by any chance?
No, we do not have any water, although Denny does have some snacks in here from about 9 months ago.
There's a lot of peanut butter.
a lot of peanut butter, huh? Okay,
yeah,
so...
It's getting hot, man. It's pretty hot in here.
It is.
Okay, and how far into it are you? What's the time?
We're like 6 minutes in here. Yeah, 6 minutes in.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check back in with you, see how the temperature seems to go forward. Just kind of a reminder that you're probably telling yourself, I can run to the store, I'll be in a Home Depot in just a matter of minutes. I'll be out in 5 or 10 minutes. My dog will be fine. In South Florida, we'll see exactly what that means for the dog, who, one's going to be a little bit pissy, right?
Don't do that to your dog.
Don't do it to your dog. Don't do it to your
Please
kids.
Don't.
Yeah. All right. If you want to see Jaybird and Denny's, they're on Facebook Live right now. You can go on there and have a conversation with them and watch them and Jaybird in his long sleeve shirt and his woolly cap sitting in a hot car in South Florida.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
Yeah, so I think we're answering some of the questions. Somebody's like, well, it looks like you guys are parked in the shade. No, I don't believe they're parked in the shade. Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
You know how all these Johnny-come-latelys are?
Oh, I know.
They don't know. They don't know. We're out here chasing greatness, doing the work, grinding it.
Okay, so how do you feel right now? Imagine if you were a dog shut in this car. How long have you been in there, and what is the temperature, and how do you feel right now?
If I was a dog, I would be licking where the sun don't shine, if you know what I mean, because it's getting pretty damp.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to...
So why would you be licking your privates?
Because the people...
He thinks he's going out. If I'm going to go out this out, I'm going to leave this earth.
What does one have to do with the other?
I don't know, Virginia. I think the heat's getting to me. This Florida heat is driving me insane. I don't know what's going on.
First signs of heat stroke, Virginia. You can see it setting in already.
I think the low-budget app Denny's downloaded is broke because it's saying it's only 84 degrees in here, and there's no way. It's so hot in here.
You had said that. I'm going, 84 is not really that bad. I don't think it's that problematic at all.
You can stay there all day.
And how long have you been in there?
We've been in here for... Hold on. My sweat's breaking the phone. We've been here for 12 minutes, Coach, and counting.
And in the last 10 minutes, it hasn't even gone up 1 degree?
Something tells us that free app Denny's downloaded is not working.
Denny's!
None of my dashboard. Yeah, so here's the thing. Denny's dashboard doesn't work. His speedometer, his temperature, his gas gauge, nothing works. None of his gauges work. Or his air.
Denny's is so sweet. He bought a new car and gave it to his wife, and he kept the hoopty. Isn't that lovely?
That's why he's a gem, Virginia.
That's a man right there.
He is a gem.
Yeah, we got pulled over one time, and the police officer said, "Son, do you know how fast you were driving?" And he goes, "No, actually, I don't, officer." Because he didn't have a speedometer.
So he said, in fact, hold on, let me check right here. Okay, so it's you're in a hot car. You've been in there for almost 15 minutes now, and it says it is 84 degrees inside the car. But oddly enough, that is 1 degree cooler than it is right outside. So somehow you guys are you're defying physics inside of the hot car. According to your app, it is actually cooler in there than it is outside if you would have the windows rolled down.
Kevin, I think, okay, people are saying in the chat room that it's 89 degrees, and our app is wrong. And I would agree with the chat room.
Yes, it's 85, feels like 90 outside. I'm taking this right off of the Weather Channel app right now. And currently the app you have says it's 84 inside this hot car that the window's been rolled up for 15 minutes.
It's hot. Kev, I'm looking like I got menopause right now. I mean, I am flushed.
Now quit your bitching. It's only 84 in there.
Yeah, you're fine.
You guys are doing great. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Okay, all right. We'll see if we can find you guys a better working app and get the actual tip and see exactly what it was. Yeah, I had seen. Yes. No, I know it's so hot. I had seen something the other day. It was pretty interesting as far as like the surface temperatures to remind dog owners that are taking their dogs for a walk, and it was showing that if it's like 84 degrees outside, your surface temperature on concrete is going to be like 125 degrees.
Oh, my gosh.
And if it's like 90, it's like 147, 150, something like that. So, keep in mind, they've got the paw pads. We don't think about it. We're wearing shoes, flip-flops, whatever it might be. When you take your dog out, kind of like how if you're ever barefoot somewhere and you're just looking and begging for grass or something that's going to be cooler on your feet, same kind of thing is happening for dogs. So when you're talking about heat, that's another thing to have some awareness for.
And on National Dog Day, make sure that you're thinking about your pooch.
Yes, absolutely. That's the thing to do. And go post those dog photos up there on Facebook. Well, we're going to see, can Jaybird and Denny's survive 84-degree temperature? They're in a car with the windows rolled up. Let's see exactly how they do here. We're going to the 30-minute mark, see how hot it can get.
Some gave all.
Yeah, some gave all. It's going to be, we're going to get to 30 minutes. It's still going to say 84 degrees.
It's their own fault. They didn't get a good app.
You can see the thoughts going on. They're melting slowly. It's just coming apart here. This is kind of crazy. Now, I don't know how long they're going to be in the car before they realize that you can't use a smartphone to actually tell the internal temperature because there's no thermostat in a phone.
I didn't even think about that.
There's just no way possible to get the temperature.
App.
And Denny's in a car that has no working digital instruments. But let me tell you, they definitely look hot out there. There's no doubt. Oh, boy. I think Jaybird, hold on. Jaybird just accidentally hung up on me. Let's just see how he's doing out there. Hello, Jaybird? You got me? Hello, Jaybird?
Hello?
Hello?
Messing with us? No.
Hold on.
We wouldn't do that. Denny's.
Hello?
One more time. Hello?
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 Hello? What did you... all I heard is something about messing with us or something?
Suits.
No, this is Kevin. I got you on the radio.
Are we on?
Yes.
Are we on live?
Yeah, been on for like 3 minutes.
How hot are you guys?
Kevin, it's so hot in here. And all we do is hear you guys trolling on it's only 84 degrees in here. That's making us mad and heated.
What's the temperature right now in there? Is it still stuck at 84?
It is, unfortunately. It's stuck it is stuck at 84.
Well, then what are you complaining about? 84 is comfortable.
That's not bad at all. Well, if you guys are getting hot, just take a shirt off or something. I don't know.
Oh, you ain't going to tell the bird. I was just waiting for you to give me the orders, big guy. I'm taking the shirt off.
Pants are already off.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine if you're pulling up into our parking lot right now, and you got two guys with the car not running, sitting in there, and one of them is sitting there shirtless, and they're clearly distressed and sweating terribly.
I would definitely call the cops.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Denny's is blowing on me.
On the nape of your neck.
Okay,
we're blowing on each other.
It's getting you.
Oh, dude, I feel so much better.
It's very nice. Look at you there. Okay. All right, they're doing this. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be able to get the temperature in there, but I think you guys have been there close to 30 minutes, right?
The direct time is... What's our time?
9:14.
I think 9:12. I think our clock's melted. I don't know.
All they're doing is sitting in a car with no working gadgetry whatsoever, Virginia.
And now they have no pants and no shirts on.
The sweat got into the phone.
Now would be a perfect time. Now would be a perfect time for a West Palm Beach Police Department drive-by. I mean, just a little welfare check on this car.
So you sweated in the phone. It's not working.
I got to tell you, though, Denny's knows how to blow some nice cold wind on me.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys continue sitting there in your hot car blowing on each other.
It sounds bad. I get it.
Which how it sounds.
We're just messing with you. You guys can come up at any point. You guys have done your work today.
Well, are these Johnny-come-latelys going to say we lost our edge?
No, they're gonna say you should have gone in with a thermostat or a temperature device. All right. Thank you very much. There you go.
All right.
Did they get the message that no phones can tell you temperature?
I don't know if they got that message yet, Virginia.
Okay.
But I thought that was part of the amusing part. Yeah, they're saying that looking at the breakdown on this, they say that inside of a car, just the temperature of the dash within about 15 minutes when we're at our peak can get to about 144 degrees.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So don't leave your pets or anything in there, children especially, but pets, please don't.
Yeah, and again, watch the surface temperatures when you're walking your dog as well. Got a cute pooch photo. You can post it up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. We've got like 500 pet photos up there.
Aww.
It's National Dog Day, so go and post your pet's photo up right now.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com. you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
All right, it's a fun little prank to play on your friends. You want to tell them, just be like, boy, you know how fast it can get hot in a car. Here, download this app. It'll tell you the temperature and just go sit in there. It's crazy. It'll like just start jumping through the roof. Unfortunately, that app is not effective.
So it was a prank the whole time? Because we didn't realize how dumb we were until 30 minutes in. Every comment goes, guy, you need a real thermometer in there. A phone's not going to tell the temperature. And I look at Dennis and go, dude, I think we're dumb. I think we need a thermometer in here.
I loved it. 20 minutes. It was 85 outside and 83 in the car.
It didn't go up. It was 84 the entire time. It was so hot in that car. And now it's so cold here in the office.
Oh, you're going to definitely get sick.
I already have strep throat. Why is this thermometer not working?
I was just talking to Virginia. Apparently, J-Lo is doing this movie called Hustlers.
It looks good.
It's coming out on September 13th. And, of course, her fiance, Alex Rodriguez, knows a thing or two about strip clubs because he's a former baseball player. And that's pretty much all baseball players do when they're on the road. They go hang out at strip clubs, or even at home, or wherever it might be. So apparently he was used as a consultant for the film, telling her all the little strip club secrets that they know. And for him, for baseball players and celebrities, any, I guess, respectable strip club has a private, discreet VIP entrance.
In the back.
Right.
Where you don't have to go through with the regular people.
Yeah, and I wonder, do they even go out into the regular club, or do they have a viewing area and you could go and enjoy all the delicacies of the strip club without anybody having to ever see your face? Because, I mean, imagine that if you're in a regular strip club and you say, hey, there's A-Rod, you would immediately try to start taking photos and things, would you not?
Of course.
They take pictures of them pooping.
You can't take pictures in the strip club, though. I found that out on my birthday real quick.
You cannot.
You cannot.
I get that, but I mean, how discreet can people be if you know that, you know?
You could probably pop off one or two before you get busted.
Are you allowed to have your cell phone out, or when do they start getting weird? Because you can do that like, oh, no, I'm just texting kind of thing. And
if you're being blatant and you're clearly trying to film the girls dancing, I'm sure they'll get you for that. But
absolutely.
Yeah,
you can't even take pictures of yourself and your crew.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let you do that either.
Okay. You were saying, too, that a lot of strip clubs, they have kind of like at a sorority where they have a house mom that is kind of there on call, look after the girls, and, you know, provide them guidance.
I was there not too long ago, and I had to go for like business stuff during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird, first of all, being there in the day. And there's like a house mom in charge of all the girls, just like how in a sorority house there's a house mom. They have like a house mom in the strip club that kind of watches after all the strippers and keeps them all like, make sure all the dancers are doing what they're supposed to do and nobody's acting up. And
really? Okay.
Yeah.
But not all house moms are created equal. I'm sure there's some that cause drama.
I'm sure.
Do strip clubs have code words for different things?
I have heard they do, and I played baseball with a guy who once he was talking about this code, and all you have to do is say this one word, and then they know you can get extra stuff done, if you know what I mean. And we looked in the back of the room, and he was getting extra stuff done to him.
Really?
Oh, yes. I locked eyes with him.
Huh.
He was into it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, people who are really in the know, what are those little inside tricks of the trade and the things that only either people who work at a strip club or go to them all the time know?
If you wanted something extra, but you didn't want to let everybody know you're asking, yeah, what's that code word?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard for the massage thing is just the tip, or do you just want the tip, or something about a tip? I think I'm saying it.
I think you're saying it wrong.
I am.
But it's okay, because you just had heat stroke. I
did.
So we have to forgive you.
You can write this excuse all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
I heat stroke. Alex said, yeah, I was at a strip club last night in Tampa, and you will get kicked out. My drunk friend tried to take a photo with a stripper, and they pushed her away. And they're like, So even if they're like, oh, yeah, I'll take a photo.
You can't do it.
No photos in the club. There you go. And Tampa, I think they have those, Tampa has weird rules, I think, for their strip clubs. They're different than South Florida strip clubs. Don't they have that thing where at one point you had to be 90 inches, or there's like a measurement where you have to be a certain distance away. You can't make actual skin-on-skin contact or something like that.
Isn't Tampa the one that has Mons Venus? The big, like one of the biggest ones ever.
They got a lot, I know, around Raymond James Stadium. Yeah, that one road, Dale Marbury or whatever it is, right by Raymond James Stadium. They got a lot of strip clubs, I think, right around in there. So, I mean, think about it. You host a lot of Super Bowls. What do people go to Super Bowls want? They want strip clubs.
Hand in hand.
Yeah. We're going to have the same thing here with the Super Bowl in Miami this year.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Girls are getting ready right now.
Somebody just texted and said, yeah, my mom is a house mom for a strip club in Fort Lauderdale.
There you go.
You saw that at the if you watch the Bunny Ranch, there's a house mom for the Bunny Ranch on HBO.
There is.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
I think she had a thing going with the main guy, but he also,
Wait, there's scandal at the Bunny Ranch?
I know that they're sleeping with more than one person.
Is there any strip club in America that does not have an ample amount of drama?
Well,
this
isn't even a strip club, although there are strippers and dancers that do end up going there that want to make the leap. It happens.
I know.
I've seen the documentary.
I did too. I was fascinated by the girlfriend experience.
They had a whole series on this, Kev.
Okay. It's a fascinating world. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, there's a couple things that Alex is saying. You can get a couple added benefits. And yes, the Mons is on Dale Mabry. So yeah, it's kind of like that whole strip where the strip clubs are. Mons Venus. You're right, Jaybird. You know your strip clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything you want to add to it? Is your mom a house mom at a strip club? You can please let us know.
How long can you keep that job, though, before you, get burnt out? I feel like that would be one of those jobs that you're just like, all right, I can't.
You read the story.
It would be tough, and there's a lot of drama, and you're dealing with a lot of dysfunction, but maybe you feel like you're providing a service and trying to really help these girls and be like, look, this is a very tough career to navigate, so I'm going to try to help you as best possible to have a good case scenario where you do it, you make tons of lucrative cash, but you don't walk out with all the added baggage and stories and all that
damage
stuff.
And pain.
Right.
Oh.
Let's use this profession, the most beneficial way possible. Talking about the Jennifer Lopez movie, Hustlers, coming out. It is going to be out September 13th, and it's a story of strippers who steal from wealthy Wall Street executives during the financial crisis of the 2000s. And she used her husband, Alex Rodriguez, tell him everything that he knew about strip clubs. And it's different. And cities are different, too. I forgot about this. I don't think you can get alcohol in Tampa strip clubs.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I remember somebody texted in and said, yeah, Tampa strip clubs are whack. They are different. Like South Florida, we're the Wild Wild West. You can do whatever you want in South Florida. But Tampa, I don't know if they've got a little bit of that Bible Belt going on or what it is, but I think they got different things on theirs.
Cafe Risque, they bear all, and they serve breakfast. I hear the breakfast is good at Cafe Risque.
Really?
Would you have breakfast there?
Runny eggs?
You would not. You're real hungry. You haven't eaten in a while.
No, like I said, I was talking.
So oatmeal that has that skin on it.
Yeah.
It's been sitting there.
The stories I've heard of Cafe Risque, it's for people down here in South Florida. It's if you're coming back from Tallahassee, it's in between there. It's just in the middle of nowhere. It's like a truck stop kind of place.
I think it's by Gainesville, right?
Yeah, and you know it's them because it's all of these pictures of these women on there with the sign underneath it. We bear all. What's this about?
I think it's kind of like a peep show setup where they got little windows or something like that, and they kind of
really.
Yeah, I think that I've listened to the story. A couple guys were talking about. They went there way too early in the morning, and
in the morning
it was
what kind of pirates are you hanging out with?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know anybody who says I went to the strip club in the morning.
I like how you know about the setup and I know about the food.
There's no way I'm going in the daylight, period.
Oh, you would
and
go.
There's no way I'm going if it's not serving alcohol.
If we said, no, I think Cafe Risque. In fact, if you're not drunk, they don't allow you in. And you would go with us. If we decide to go at 2 p.m., me, Denny's, all of us as a fun trip, get some of those runny eggs you like.
So I guess the secret of Mons Venus in Tampa, they don't sell alcohol, but they will let you go next door to the gas station and bring back beer, but it has to be in a cup, which they will provide.
Oh, how low budget is that?
I mean, the
BYOB?
The laws we have are so dumb.
They
I mean,
are.
we're going to really prevent a lot of unsavory behavior by doing it that way. It's just like, wait, what?
It's so stupid. It makes no sense.
I have to go to a gas station and buy the. Wait, what?
I feel like you're going to cause more problems that way. But then people are going to be bringing in moonshine and all kind of stuff.
How happy is that gas station next door, though? They're like, sweet.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Interesting. Crazy seedy comments are coming in. I gotta go and shower. All right, Jaybird. Before we get to the After the Show podcast, wraps up here with a thought today, my friend. Everyone
comes with baggage. Find someone who loves you enough to help you unpack.
True.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.